Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Troll them, re-roll them, throw them above. They fly through dimensions, this isn't bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice. Bound by the winds of a secret voice. Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse. Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse.
Hey everybody, it is 6 p.m. Pacific here on Hyper RPG, which means it's time for Masters of the Metaverse, the crazy sci-fi mashup show that we do every week, where we've basically taken Quantum Leap and Sliders, but not really, because that would be copyright infringement, smashed them together into this crazy world involving a lot of audience interaction and dice. It's a lot of fun. We are so glad that you are here to join us tonight. Mr. Christian Doyle with that wonderful first waffle of the night. A thank you to our very own Alien Knitter, one of the mods who's been helping keep the chaos, not to a minimum, but fairly well organized chaos.
Like herding
Thank
cats.
you, AK, for all that you do. So
we do appreciate you.
A lot.
That's real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The show uses a modified form of tri-stat, which means that rolling lower is better, and in this game, the degree of success on your roll matters a lot to determine how much success you actually have.
I believe I have what's it called?
Tri-stat?
Tri-stat for fire insurance.
Yeah. Okay, so
You're in good dice with Tri-Stat.
It'll be one of those nights, so it's going to be great. The characters in this show are definitely characters. They are each portraying two different identities. A meta pilot who, through a whole bunch of technobabble, inserts themselves into an avatar somewhere else in a different reality. They are able then to tap into the abilities and skills of both the pilot identity and the avatar identity, and their power in either is largely based on where they are on these handy-dandy sliders that are in front of them. And those sliders are very much controlled by chat, by you, the computerized hyper-reality amplifier and transformer, the artificial intelligence of the metapods, which is very nearly sentient. And chat loves to either to troll the team, or sometimes just has some little errors and breakdowns. And so things happen like this. Never mind, it was a test. You've passed. I failed. But the things that chat can do, you can change people's identities. They wind up playing as different characters. You can control how closely they are on their power spectrum of one identity or the other. Or you can even just mess with the entire show's plotline and force them and me, depending on what you've done, to make up something on the spot through a hack attack. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of fun things to do with this show. We are very excited. This show also, we give away some treats as a thank you to the audience, to you guys in chat every week. One of the things we regularly do are what we call the Golden Waffle, which is not something to be embarrassed about. Golden Waffle is a situation where you, sorry, my brain.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
One of those days. We're there.
Okay,
Welcome.
We'll fix
Did
it.
we break him without saying anything?
I think so.
Does that count?
No, it was not a self-break.
I think the over-under is like 10 minutes right now.
I just can't help it in my brain right now. I'm still thinking that there's just this little part of Zach that's like, man, we had them in that box on Saturday. They were so safe. They couldn't touch anything else.
I believe Chris just scored the Hyper RPG equivalent of an own goal.
Yes, that will. Thank you.
It still counts, though.
It does.
Totally.
It does.
You get credit for that.
I'm so proud. At $500 in the total store donations and such for the night, and again at 12:15 we give a Golden Waffle, which is where we have you provide us with some sort of pop cultural thing you like, a musical genre, and we mash this stuff together and we create some sort of original musical piece just for you and for everyone else.
You know, today I'd really like to hear about a hobby.
A hobby.
I've been doing a lot of songs about different fandoms. I want to know what these people like to do in their spare time, so I can at least write the songs to make fun of them for it.
Yeah, so instead of giving him Star Wars, give him watch Star Wars.
Yes.
There you go. That's perfect.
Perfect, yes. Instead of Star Wars, watching Star Wars. So instead of a pop cultural thing today, apparently we will be requesting from you some sort of hobby or interest of yours. Mm-hmm. So we all
like
get
this.
to know each other a little bit better.
Yeah, this is gonna get personal. I like it.
Yes. The
I use
other
Voyager to binge watch.
the other thing that we do
to get rid
is
of my depression.
the
He was dead 2 days
pre-store
later.
purchases that some folks have done. That has allowed each one of these players, everything was already purchased, I looked.
Ooh.
It's given them some abilities that they otherwise would not have access to, and these abilities are related to characters they played in a different reality, which probably makes no sense if you've never seen the show before. Just ask in chat, someone will explain it to you. And I will save us all the time of me trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
But at $750 in the store and at $1,500 we also do a boosted version of those buffs. So it's a lot of bang for your buck if that's one of the things that you wind up contributing to. And we
did the guns
do
on
appreciate
He said bang
those
for your
contributions. I'm just going to ignore it. It's all good. Tonight's the second to last night that I have to GM this show
For a little while,
so
and don't
I
think
should say have to, that I get to.
Yeah.
Yes, next week.
Next
Week will be my last night for a little while because Mr. Christian Doyle is going to sit in this seat, and I am going to sit in that seat, or some other seat, and probably not be able to troll him quite as well, but I do look forward to trying.
I look forward to it too.
So it should be fun.
I don't have a lot of GMing experience behind me that isn't in front of hundreds of people, but luckily we've got chat, so
Yes,
they'll
that'll
help
be
me.
Good. I think you'll do fantastic. Yes.
No, go.
Okay. So this show, of course, is done in collaboration with Zombie Orpheus Entertainment, who many of us have affiliation with and have done films and shows, web series with. And so the Zombie Orpheus Entertainment Patreon backers every week are able to bestow on the cast some additional firepower that they can use. Excuse me. So I'm going to hand those out right now.
And we use it.
Crash Jackson.
Yes, sir.
This week you have negative 100 points of armor.
Wow.
What?
I didn't even think that was possible.
It wasn't until you gave me so much crap at this. No,
What?
I'm kidding. It's just 10 points.
Okay, that's fine. So once I start GMing, do you get to write all the waffles?
I've said I'm willing to do them. I've done some of them. I can't do the guitar like you do. It will almost always be a parody of an existing song to save myself some brain space, but I can do waffles.
So
Waffles are delicious.
Yeah.
So negative 150 points.
No, you get 10 points of armor.
10 points
10
of
points
armor.
of
I'll
armor.
take it.
Mr. Johnny Appleseed, Jebediah, you've got 10 points of armor. Jenica / Ms. Emily Dickinson, you have 10 points of armor.
Thank you, Patreon.
Nick, Teddy,
Oh,
Kingship, Your Highness.
Teddy Kingship.
You have 20 points of armor.
Because he needs it.
Look at you.
I'm gonna go
Rosie,
through those so
aka
fast.
Annie Oakley, you got 10 points of armor.
Yay.
And I was skunked this week on armor.
Really? They
Yeah.
just gave you like a plus 25 bonus to hit
no,
somebody?
I really did not get a lot this week.
Oh,
It
we're
was,
real broken up about
They're
it.
mad about the cliffhanger.
It wasn't a major cliff. I didn't do it. It was Matt's fault that it was. Never mind.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. Crash, Mr. Richard Gatling, you have a +3 that you can use at some point during the show.
All right.
Jebediah Johnny Appleseed, you have a +3 that you can use at some point during the show. Jenica / Emily Dickinson, you have a +2 that you can use during the show. Nick / Teddy, you have a +4 that you can use. Rosie, aka Annie Oakley, you have a +4. And I have a +4. I also forgot to give myself a pencil or a pen
I have
this week.
pens.
Or some
Hold
big
on.
boy
You
pens.
actually had a
I
whole
think
bunch
I've
over
got
there,
one.
but I was doing the song and I took all the pencils and pens I saw.
You ready?
Oh, it's going to be like that.
Actually, I don't want to throw
don't,
too much
please
stuff.
Don't.
Okay.
We've been teaching the kids not to throw pens at each other, so that's. Oh, thank you so much. I'm good. I've got
That
pens
was
for
for you.
days now. Thank you.
For days.
I knew it was coming, but I wanted to see Maggie have to run. So, what happened last week? Does anybody remember?
Oh, I remember.
Nick won the
Somebody,
game.
somebody
Nick,
screwed me over with what they did.
Breakdown. Sure, no problem. We found ourselves at out of the pods at the beginning of things, kind of
Correct.
trying to decide why we were going back because we were having some trouble getting the mission done because for some reason King Teddy's metapilot Nick did not want to go back to his body. We went back into the pods only to find ourselves like somewhere in the middle of the Second American Civil War,
Correct.
which was being fought in the American West.
Yes.
And it was the East versus the West.
Yes,
We
it was the
rescued-
Imperialists.
Right.
Or not the Imperialists, the
Industrialists.
Industrialists of the East.
Mm-hmm.
Also
you know,
arguably imperialist.
yeah, I mean, folks like Morgan and Vanderbilt.
we
and,
rescued Tesla.
And the one
Yeah.
who was important to me, Edison,
Yes, Edison.
who was an enemy of mine.
Correct. Edison, when you originally were in the Old West, the well, this version of the Old West, yes, Mr. Thomas Edison was after you, was after Richard Gatling.
Right.
Because you had stolen something of his.
Yeah, the prototype gun I made. Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
And so then we were in the midst of and then we had to go we had to rescue a guy who ended up
Tesla.
being Tesla.
Correct.
And we did it by the rest of the party not bothering Emily Dickinson while she went in and did the stuff that she knows how to do while I distracted
You did a
everybody
very good
else
job.
Yes.
with the shooting contest they decided to have in the middle of the stealth mission.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
Much
actually Richard
appreciated.
Gatling babysitting the rest
I
of the
kind of
team.
like that Gatling is the
Yeah.
babysitter of the
Yeah.
group.
While Emily went off to actually do the mission, and that worked out pretty well for everyone.
And then after that, after we got Tesla back, we decided we had to go take the dam because
That was the next thing.
that was the next
Right.
thing. That's the
Right, you learned about this hydroelectric power plant outside of Phoenix.
I believe we decided
On
we were
the
just gonna
Salt
go
River.
blow it up.
Yeah. To be fair, that is our modus operandi.
All right.
Yeah.
Blow it up.
So we have to somehow win the Civil War too,
Uh-huh. Well, at least you
Electric
have to
disable the hydroelectric dam, or at least take it over,
Uh-huh.
and then somehow manage to get Nick to decide to stop being the king of the world.
Yeah, and you've got tonight, next week to do it.
All right.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh, and then he owned us. Yeah, we got him drunk
Yes.
and tried to play
That's
some
right.
dangerous mind games with us, and he did some freaky shit and possessed Johnny Appleseed and basically put the mental smackdown on
Yeah.
everybody who tried to do anything to
Yeah.
him, and
It
was
quite
amazing.
impressive.
I'm not going to lie, that was pretty amazing.
It was.
In fact, you'll also keep in mind that my character was drunk and had been unconscious for months when I owned you all.
Right. Okay. Don't rub it in. Okay.
I'll take him over and have him rub it in. And then I will literally eat his lunch
I'm not
as
talking,
him.
I'm not talking to you anymore. We're not friends.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Johnny shot me in the foot.
No, you
No,
shot
you
yourself,
shot yourself in the foot.
I saw it from right over here.
Johnny didn't do anything. Jebediah
Jebediah.
had you shoot yourself in the foot. That's a fun sentence to make.
All right.
But she shot me.
Autobots.
So yes, following the end of at the end of the last episode, as you guys were learning more about this hydroelectric plant out near Phoenix, there really is one out there, by the way. I didn't make that up. It's a nice Easter egg.
Is it the Theodore Roosevelt Dam?
It is Theodore Roosevelt Dam with Lake Theodore Roosevelt.
What?
Yeah,
That's a real thing.
It's a real
He's
thing.
also got a park named after him in North
It's-
Dakota.
And see, we're
It's one of the
educational
oldest.
too.
It's one of the oldest hydroelectric power plants in the country. Like one of the oldest, really big ones.
Well, clearly this is going to end well for us. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You're not in that reality, so who knows
Yeah.
what will happen.
Yeah, you have to keep in our version of American history. There was no second Civil War,
Right,
nor
no, I
was there a
know.
zombie apocalypse at
I'm
the end
not
of the first
that
one.
dumb.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the zombie
it's
apocalypse
cool.
didn't happen until World War One.
So following the end of last week, as you guys had made your attempt to get Nick to go back into his pilot form a bit more and try to suss out some more information on his background, you guys spent the night kind of recovering from the rescue of Tesla and such, and then you made your way back to kind of the base camp that you had been operating out of. When you arrived there, everyone was kind of bustling and such, and there was a message for you, actually, that had come in via Gatling graph, which is now a thing.
Yeah.
And an important message that had been sent into you from via Gatling graph, giving you guys some logistical updates on how the rest of the Western Alliance has been doing in this war. So
What news from the front, sir?
exactly. So Franklin, of course, it is his job to come over and give you guys the update on what's happening, and he is, as always, a little bit loath to speak to his older cousin, but I mean, he loves you dearly, sir. He's just, you are you, and he's getting to that age now where he's not only aware of your issues, but mildly embarrassed. So he does, yeah. He comes up and says to you all, "Hi everyone. I'm glad you're back."
Speak up, Franklin. Let the people hear your voice. Project. Stick out your chest. Enunciate.
Thanks, cuz. Hi everyone.
More chest.
Hi everyone. I'm glad
Chest.
you're back. Hi everyone. I'm glad you're back.
Excellent.
Yes, there's a communication has come in via Gatling graph.
What does it say?
Well, we don't know until we use the rotating decoder to find out.
They've already done that.
Oh,
for you.
good.
Yeah, I mean that is many people have been wondering why you included that in the design, but they've all kind of taken it now as just a piece.
It
of
helps make it proprietary.
Yeah. If by proprietary you mean really annoying to use, but
That's exactly what I meant, yes.
What do I want to say? So the Cascadians are still fighting very hard up to the north.
Salmon kissing river riders. Excellent.
Yes, and they are preparing for an attack to free the regions around Pocatello and Missoula in Idaho and Montana, respectively.
Well, they had an easy time getting through Eastern Washington.
#MetaPoint, it's time for Masters of the Metaverse, where we shall all have waffles at the end. And we will have earned those waffles, which is, as we all know, is for doing good.
Yes.
So let's do it for Zoe. #waffles, damn it.
Waffles, damn it, waffles.
Waffles, damn it, waffles.
I got to see Paximo's shirt idea for the Renegades, so I know what it looks like now.
Yeah, we saw too.
Oh, you did?
It's
Yeah, I
on
like it.
Twitter. I
Oh,
think.
it is now? Oh, that's
No,
cool.
maybe it's not. Maybe
No,
you
it's
gotta see it.
direct messages me.
Okay, I like the damn it waffle stuff.
Yes, I'm sure
Anyway,
you do.
I do. I count 2. Screw you, Christian. With love.
You
No,
will
that's your
count
job.
in 2 weeks.
Ha! And that's a show. No.
Thanks, folks.
So anywho, the San Franciscan Empire is unable to provide any assistance right now either.
#Hack Attack, I'm cooking something up in chat. We'll message you once the details are ironed out, Chris.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you. The San Franciscan Empire is unable to be of assistance right now either, as they are locked in a fierce naval battle out in the Pacific Ocean.
Oh,
And most of their
Don't.
say it.
Don't.
wasn't going to. I just realized where
Don't.
that statement was going to go, and so
Don't.
I won't.
Don't do it.
Don't listen to her. Say it.
It's a naval battle, you
Say
say.
it.
Tell
Yeah.
me more.
It's just this.
I'm
Don't.
saying.
Can't say it. Okay, so to move
Say it.
forward. There's semen everywhere.
I knew it!
So the Kingdom of Yosemite is struggling to stay independent with all of these battles and such that are going on. And God, when I wrote the naval thing, I didn't even think about it going there.
That was a mistake.
But I'm happy to say, you have received some support from the city-states of Sacramento and Fresno and Stockton. They have been sending
It's
soldiers.
nice to see that they're working together. They had that 3-month-long slap fight with each other.
Excellent. Glad to see that the farm teams have decided to join the big game.
Well, as I recall, what time of year are we in? again?
You are still in winter.
Winter. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not that they're fleeing the repugnant summer.
No, it's actually it's livable right now.
It's
So
terrible down there. It's terrible, from what I've heard.
And the loyalties of the Grand Duchy of Los Angeles, though, there are rumors of some swaying there.
swaying?
Archduke Caballo Lutero is apparently not impressed with how the war is going, and is starting to consider.
So San Francisco is having problems with navel gazing? #Hack Attack.
Nice.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
That was excellent.
Thank you.
And now in character.
The Archduke, there's rumors that he might flip to the Industrialists. And that if he goes and the rest of Southern California goes with him, not Southern California, the Grand Duchy of Los Angeles and the surrounding lands.
So we may have to assassinate
That could
an
be
Archduke.
That could be a major hit
We've got somebody
to
down
the
there.
Western Alliance to lose that region.
We could
You do
Villa.
still have some loyalists down there who you can depend on, one of whom is Dona Maria Valdez de Villa.
All right.
We could get her to assassinate him.
She still has her land holdings down there and has been in contact. She's been one of your primary informants, actually, during the process, or during the war, excuse me.
She was quite a reliable woman.
Yeah, she's keeping an eye on the Archduke and his dealings and
Difficult
such.
to get messages to, though, during the day. She's a bit of a night owl.
I see what
Well
you
played.
did there.
Well played. But the repercussions of all this intel that you've gathered is that if anyone is going to stop this dam, it's going to have to be you guys.
Well, I think
All
we
right.
already decided to go blow it up, so.
Indeed, I'm in. Let us go.
Is this one of those situations where we damned if we do and damned if we don't?
I think it is. It's an excellent turn of phrase, Jonathan.
At your command, Your Majesty.
Your
So-
Highness.
Something ridiculous. Oh wait, I said that out loud. To the dam!
So, given your current location, the fastest route to take is actually going to send you west towards the San Francisco Bay
Right.
via rail. Then you'll take another train south towards LA,
Okay.
and then transfer over onto another train into the Phoenix area.
Oh, right.
It seems very roundabout.
No,
well, think
it's-
about the time period in which this is and
If
travel.
only we had Mr. Wilbur Overwright's flying contraption.
True.
He did
No
not-
one has seen hide nor hair of him for quite a while.
He did not enjoy flying.
That's true.
He
Yeah.
did not.
Well, it
enjoy
looks like we
flying.
can take care of two birds on this journey down. Shall we assassinate that man in LA?
On the way to Phoenix.
Yeah.
What if he is not going to flip flop?
Well, we could investigate whether he's going to flip or flop.
I'm gonna leave that up to the king, seeing as how.
I'm not opposed to that. but-
No, you're an assassin. You wouldn't be.
Right.
And she tends to shoot anything, whether moving or not.
Indeed.
Well, very well.
Very well.
I'm saying, Your Majesty, just consider the advice.
What
And where
advice?
it comes
What
from.
advice?
The advice that they're telling you to kill him when it might not be a great. You know what? Just do what you're gonna do.
What is your opinion, Professor?
I think we should go into every situation as prepared as possible.
Right. So how would you prepare for this situation?
By going and completing the mission that we're supposed to complete, which is getting rid of the damn dam.
So dam first, and then possible assassination.
If assassination is called for, but there's also such thing as diplomacy. Now,
I said possible.
it's like assassination, except more talking and less stabbing.
I am also fine with that.
That sounds boring.
Although you're quite convinced that you could do it if it came down to it.
Oh, I
you could
could t-
diplomatize like nobody's business.
Oh, of course I could. I'd be the one to convince him, clearly.
Yeah.
I'm the only one in this party who could do that.
Yeah, you have the best words.
Indeed. The best. The very best. Tremendous words.
And they big words too, right?
Indeed.
Are they the biggest?
They are the
big league.
biggest words.
So should we get on the train and perhaps discuss as we go, or just go?
Yeah, I'll load up the wagon. So we're leaving the front?
Heading to the back.
Yeah,
to the
I mean
dam.
the rest of Teddy's soldiers are still capable of, carrying
Fighting.
on with their previous
Oh, and with the
orders.
king gone, they can use actual military tactics.
Yes, they're actually really excited. The generals,
generals are like-
as you guys are having this conversation about leaving, the generals are looking at you all very expectantly, like,
You know what I
"Thank
think?
him.
You know what I think might be a good
Please,
idea.
thank
though?
him."
We should bring Franklin with us. It'd be a good experience for him, I think, don't you?
A bully
Get
suggestion.
to see how things done when the king does things.
Frankie Pants, get in the train.
Hashtag Rosie because she knows best.
She does.
Thank you.
So what did you say? Thank you, Chet.
Frankie Pants, get in the train.
And Franklin looks around at the rest of the soldiers, who all just kind of smirk a bit, and
And I grab him by his trousers and throw him on.
I don't even have to come up with something witty to say. You just perfect, thanks.
Franklin, come here.
But if
I appreciate that.
But if she's not good at that,
And he's airborne now. She just threw
Wait,
him onto the
if
train.
she's
Okay.
not good at that because it's not actual
Oh,
shooting.
that's true. It's not shooting. I
There
need
might have been a
roll.
reason I suggested it,
I need a roll.
Mr. Chris.
I forgot about that. Everything you do.
Especially because I'm in the middle, so I'm rolling D12.
So
yeah.
in this reality,
What would picking him up and throwing him onto the
What's your
train?
body?
My body is 4.
Four.
I
Yeah.
rolled a 6.
You were remarkably close. So yeah,
Did he hit the door?
no, you
Careful, you'll cripple him.
yeah,
I was waiting for
you
that
did you did manage to pick him up, and you were all set to
just kind
I'm
of fell
picturing a
into the stairway.
WWE move where she's like spinning around.
It's like
an
getting him back in the
helicopter.
ring. You
She
grab
didn't
that
make
pants.
she didn't make the roll.
I know, but I'm still picturing her like the way she's in.
Oh,
you know
the way
what
she sees it, yeah. In
Yes.
her mind, this is the baddest ass thing ever. But no,
That's
it's
pretty bad.
pretty simple. Like she picks him up and she starts to throw him, and as soon as she tries to lift him up, his
His pants break?
Yeah, it gives way, and so
Where
he
are
just
his
falls
pants?
to the ground.
Johnny, I found you a new pair of trousers.
He didn't rip his pants off.
So let me see. Are we going to dam on the damned river with damning praise?
Yeah.
Perhaps Edison will eventually live down this damn shame. Hashtag hack attack.
You can say that all you want, but you can't say, Dickinsonian
Or Titan.
or Titan
Or muffin.
or Muffin.
I'm sorry, Titan.
Yeah.
Or crevice.
Crevice?
It's dirty.
Oh. Depends on the crevice, really.
I wonder if they censor moist. Someone on chat just cringed because they hate that word. I don't know who, but statistically, someone
All right,
did.
so did we-
Is Franklin all right?
Franklin's fine.
Franklin is fine.
He dusts himself off and just looks at you and is about to say something and then realizes
Franklin,
he
come
just
here.
says, "I hate my life," and then he
Franklin, remember, take him aside. Remember, play the cards you're Roosevelt. Do not show how you Roosevelt. You lost your pants. Here's a
He
Roosevelt.
pulls out a couple
Roosevelt.
of. He pulls out a couple of small spheres and starts rubbing them around in his hand, and they make a tingling noise, and they are stress balls.
See, you were wrong. He's got a pair right there.
And he walks on board the train.
I worry about him.
So do I. I've got an idea for that, though.
So you get on the train, you start heading off west, and your direction out towards San Francisco. Who actually, the Emperor there, Emperor Norton, is an old friend and colleague of King Teddy.
Indeed we were.
They've known each other for years and have even spent a little bit of time together in diplomatic conversation and such.
How did that go?
You can imagine.
Diplomacy involving Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah, I pictured Teddy being a diplomat with, or King Teddy, I'm sorry, being a diplomat with Emperor Teddy. That's about how well it went.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so they are very similar in temperament? Oh, that's
Yes.
exciting.
But he is an emperor.
They're peas in a pod.
Okay.
Yeah.
On our train ride, would you guys like to discuss tactics for blowing up the dam? I mean, clearly I have an idea, and it's the best idea, and it's the idea it's going to win. We're going to pick it. But I would like to hear your ideas on how you plan to blow up the dam.
Well, my plan was to come up with a brilliant plan and then not tell you any part of it so it actually gets done.
Well, that just seems idiotic, sir, as I am the one who's going to complete the task.
So what was your plan?
Blow it up.
With?
Oh, anything we can find or use. I'm sure I can just shoot at it.
You would like to shoot bullets at the concrete.
Oh, not the concrete itself. You said it's a hydroelectric, right? So that there's got to be someplace where that starts and ends, correct?
So you're going to shoot the hydro or the
It's
electric?
called a river.
Well, then we just blow up the river.
How do you
I've
blow?
Excellent strategy.
I've heard killing a
King
river.
Roosevelt agrees with me. We'll blow up the river.
All right, so we're gonna shoot the river, which will hopefully kill the
I
dam.
think we have the plan set up. Winking face. Send you a message, Chris.
I saw where it was going.
Thanks.
I'll see when it kicks over.
Thanks,
Yes.
chat.
If we were to kill the river, that should lead to the death of this hypergeneric dam.
Indeed.
The hydroelectric. It's a
Yes.
hydroelectric dam.
Gatling does have demolitions, by the way.
Yeah, I can take down a dam.
Fantastic.
But we'll find a way to make shooting it work, I suppose.
Perhaps there's something an explosive you could put on just so
The
she has
explosives
something.
will have to be planted at various points throughout the dam
Well, I'm-
without anyone noticing.
Oh, I can do that.
You very.
Of
I
course,
am
there's-
very stealthy.
Then, of course, there's the impossible shot to
Yes.
hit the detonator,
From
which
Masters
nobody
of the
could ever
Metaverse.
make in a
I
million
look
years.
forward to the show every week. Since these seem to always be needed, hashtag MetaPoint.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you were saying there's an impossible shot, Professor, that
Well-
nobody could make.
In a perfect world, we could pull this plan off, but it would require an impossible rifle shot to hit the detonator.
And what Mr. Gatlin really means is that it's impossible for any normal person
No,
such as
I'm
yourself.
sorry, but nobody could ever make that shot.
I think I see where you're going, Professor.
Not even the greatest marksman in all of the land. Well, I mean, maybe Frank Butler could hit it, but
You bring up my husband one more time and I will smack you so hard in the face you won't
I did
be
not
here.
realize you were married.
No, they do not censor moist. Moist.
This is abuse.
Moist. Hashtag MetaPoint.
And up until just a moment ago, I was feeling just a little parched.
Not anymore.
You could
The whole
dance to
time,
that, couldn't you?
the whole time that you were speaking to Annie Gatling, Franklin, after a beat, catches what's happening, and he starts writing some notes down, and keeps looking at his cousin as if he's learning. he points at you at one moment and says, "Thank you," and just keeps going back to what he's doing.
Anyway, there's no one living that could possibly make that shot, and that's all that really matters. We'll just have to come up with a different plan.
How happy I am it is Meta Monday and I can watch this butterfly of a show. A bunnies that everyone has come prepared for the rainbow's fun that is nigh. I hope this isn't kitten by weird censor or something. Hashtag Jackson Buff, hashtag Janika Buff.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Chat.
Thank you very much.
I have a feeling we're going to need
We're
them.
gonna need that. Thank you.
So you
Well,
were. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'll be able to shoot the shot. I mean, hit the
Won't
shot.
Isn't that going to
Clearly.
require her to be a long ways away, though? I mean, that's a long
An
range
impossibly long distance away that
From the dam,
nobody
yes.
could make.
My eyesight is better than anyone on this planet.
We
And
also
any
need
creature.
we also need a lookout.
shot. While the explosives are being planted, right?
But that's 2 jobs. How could any one person do both
Since
of
you
those
asked,
things,
so you
being
don't
both a
have to
scout
list censored,
and
but
an
there is
expert
an
marksman?
incredible amount of freedom to creatively not swear should the mood strike you. In fact, if it's a golf course, you could forswear. Hashtag hack attack examples available upon request. Hashtag thesaurus.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Wait, was that our hack attack?
No.
No,
some
there's
of it.
to the hack attack. Okay.
Yes, they're still building towards their hack attack.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Okay.
Oh god.
I am afraid.
I'm afraid.
It's
It'll work.
frightening.
It'll totally work.
But I do appreciate the plan that we are devising as a group, Professor.
But I mean, there's a dam breaking. There's a good chance I'll be able to do some boating.
Indeed. That is another
That's-
skill that could be used.
It could
So-
happen. Is all I'm saying. And
so the
since I'm no
train-
common sailor but a master boatmateur, I think that it won't be a problem. If
So
we
the
come down
train
to it.
continues onward, and
Yes.
eventually, after a couple of days, you find yourself in the Bay Area, and it's not the most. It doesn't seem to you the most efficient way to do this, as denizens from a different time and place, aware of other forms of locomotion and such. But you reach the East Bay, and you go down around a bit the south, and you come up into San Francisco.
There's a lot of seamen scurrying around everywhere.
So you get into the main limits of San Francisco, and Emperor Norton himself is there to greet your train upon its arrival. And upon seeing you all, of course, he does.
Well, I shall, of course, ride in, clutching, hanging from the smokestack.
What?
Hanging from the smokestack.
Of course you are.
Yes, indeed.
Of
He
the
had a
train.
saddle built for the top of the locomotive.
In the words of one Annie Oakley, I ain't afraid to love a man. I ain't afraid to shoot him either. Hashtag Jebediah.
And as your train pulls in, you notice a man standing atop another train that is currently parked at the station.
That must be the emperor.
And this man is standing atop it astride, his arms as such, and as he sees you approaching, Teddy, my friend, it is so good to see you.
Naughty! Have you been?
I heard word that you were coming.
Indeed. Did you get word of my speech that I gave at the Battle of Lake Tahoe?
I heard about. Not only did I hear about it, but I had my own messengers write it down and disseminate it to the entire empire.
Excellent.
In the
Bully,
land
I mean.
of the moist, only moisties moisten, my moisty hurts. Hashtag towards Shack Attack.
Thank you, chat.
Shack attack?
It's my understanding that your group here could use some supplies and some light entertainment before you head out on your way.
Always for warriors on a secret mission to destroy a dam are we, and we should take in great supplies and entertainment while we can. Hush, hush.
Now, are we changing trains?
Oh, I'm sorry, my dear friend. I don't believe we've met. My name is Emperor Norton.
You must say it twice.
Emperor
Only if you're
Norton.
full naming him.
Yes, I do appreciate it. It sounds more regal this way.
Your most high regality. I'm Professor Richard Gatling.
Yes,
We've been accompanying King Theodore for some time.
yes, my old friend.
So will we be changing trains? Does anyone know?
Pyro-po-pon-pon, hashtag hack attack.
Thank you. I don't know what
Thank
that
you very much. He looks confused for a moment. Oh, Teddy, did you? Teddy, don't tell me you forgot.
He won't tell you that.
Let's pretend, for the sake of argument, that I have.
Well, Teddy and I go back a long time, and as I'm sure you can tell, we've time or two tried to best each other in games of skill and ability.
What are you hinting at, Nortanyan?
Tell me more.
Well, I do believe you have forgotten the last wager that we waged.
Wait, just to, before you do that, as Jenica, I want to kind of like suss out where Nick is, or where Teddy is in his recollection of this past event.
The Emperor seems slightly odd, but never mind mine. Things can still be fine. If we all stay cool. Hashtag cool rule.
Thank you, Chat.
Thank you. Chat.
Yeah, go ahead and give me, I guess it'd be a psychology roll.
Yes, I'd like just to do a psychiatry roll. That's good. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay. Well,
I suss
You
nothing.
failed to psychoanalyze the man in the bear suit?
Yes.
Couldn't have been easy.
Pretty definitively with those 12s, actually.
Hanging from a train?
well, I think it was 1 or 2 years before the war started that Teddy and I last spent time together. And remember, we were fishing out on the bay.
Yes, fishing off the dock of the bay.
This is the first time I've been able to catch the show live. So here's to make up for the tips I've wanted to give in the past and couldn't.
Oh, thank you.
Hashtag hack attack.
Thank you.
Wait, that's not good, is it?
No.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes
it's good.
they kill a town. You never know. Chat gets moody.
Well, to make a long story short, we engage in a bit of, one-upmanship, as it were, to see who could catch the most and the largest fish.
I can't imagine.
Where is this all leading?
Well, there was a wager in play.
Was there?
Yes.
Do believe there was?
Yes. And while I don't like to speak ill of my good friend, he was not able to complete it before having to return back to his kingly duties.
Now, in my favor, I am a great conservationist, and I did not, of course, wish to deplete the fishing stock of my good friend Emperor Norton's Bay too severely, you understand.
Which I appreciate.
But
as such, he still does owe my citizens at least one night of entertainment.
Well, he is to provide the entertainment.
What type of entertainment were you expecting?
What other kind is there? Tell them, Norty.
Oh, well, we actually, when I heard word that he was coming with such a fine group of soldiers and performers and such, I thought it would be an excellent opportunity for a moment of gladiatorial showmanship.
Bully.
But at the same time, I recognize that there were some among you for whom this may not be the most appropriate way to show your true abilities. And so we've also devised a very simple obstacle course for some of your number to compete on at the same time.
What if you want to do both?
At the same time.
It would be difficult.
I can do one into the next one. Or I could just run the obstacle. We'll work it out.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a...
So this is something we all are taking part in.
Oh, absolutely.
Indeed, it is my moral imperative as your king to fulfill my wager, and yours as my attendant to participate.
It's Hendon's. All right.
That sounds super to me.
Do we have...
I'm sorry, are you nervous?
I don't know what we're... No.
Shall I remind you of the sound of a chicken?
Just caught off guard.
No, you reminded me yesterday
okay.
4 times.
It is the bird associated with cowardice.
Yes, I'm aware.
It makes a sound like caw-caw-caw, caw-caw-caw.
I learned that from him.
Emperor Norton is really very good at impressions.
Hashtag a vision comes to King Teddy of a being even greater than himself, and he is compelled to constantly praise and try to convince the others of the greatness of the majestic OD.
So that was a real, I gotta translate this one, but this is a real hack attack that's gonna come up at some point. A vision comes to King Teddy, and he is compelled to sing praises to the majestic Odie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm liking this hack attack. It's, a being even greater than himself, and he is
So wait,
compelled to
we-
consistently pray to try to convince the others of the greatness.
Because they wanted Chris to win.
No problem.
Because they want.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll work this in just a moment. No
I
problem.
see your game.
I see what they're doing.
I see. Yeah, I see.
I think it's funny that they think I just won't kill him off in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I am to sing the praises
Don't be too nice to him.
Of one OD.
the greater being,
Than you.
Yeah.
and try to convince everyone else of His Majesty as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So in
do
the
this.
middle of your conversation, I can give you a setup for it. Ish.
I need none.
Oh, that scares me to no end.
The great and giving Odie who produces for us so many scenarios that we may knock them down. Praise be.
Praise be.
Praise
I forgot about your recent conversion experience, Your Highness. It's gonna be a long night.
Indeed, a show.
The
I have
But yeah, the Emperor's retainers come and help you with some of your supplies and such. And yeah, the basics of the situation as it has been presented to you is pretty straightforward. Due to a prior agreement between the Emperor and King Teddy, the king was supposed to be to help with the entertainment of the people on one of his last trips. He'd agreed to this not out of any sort of compulsion, but just because of his own general sense of generosity and such, and that was not able to be fulfilled. And so, as a result, the expectation is that your fine party will take care of this.
Well, Roosevelt always pays his debts.
This is true.
Are we given time to prepare? Do we have a plan? Or are we just going right in?
We need none.
basically
Trust in the magnificent Odie to see us through. May his golf shorts never fade.
I hate this time of year.
Well, faulted.
Okay, now I like
Well
this hack
played.
attack.
Praise his name.
He of the golden socks and silver Birkenstocks.
I am not wearing socks and Birkenstocks.
I like that they
The
both got
exquisitely
insulted.
coiffed one, who uses more hair product than deodorant.
I use like a little.
Praise be his name. All praise him. That is a royal edict.
Praise.
Praise his name.
Praise be to Odie, who can recite all Friends episodes by name.
Or at least his wife could.
There was that one where
Praise
Matt
he
died.
who owns every Weird Al album.
Only up until the early 90s.
Praise he whose lucky charms we shall not pretend to steal.
So, yeah, the situation you find yourself in is that there are two forms of entertainment being offered to the masses. That,
Besides the one for us.
there are three forms of entertainment being offered to the masses.
Praise he who is unshakable under pressure.
And one of them will involve two members of your team in a gladiatorial situation.
Now, when you say gladiatorial,
like
do you
jousting?
mean actually using a gladius?
No
and a
firearms are allowed, but melee weapons of all types will be provided and available.
obstacle course is the one for me.
It is written that to kill the GM is to become the GM. This ship must have a captain, whether or not he has voting, or secretly is trying to take over DFA with a heinous plot so terrible I dare not even speak it aloud. Or it's a hashtag hack attack.
I actually don't know which one they were talking about.
I've been tracking stuff.
Okay. Well, okay, so there's two people gladiatorializing.
Yes, and then the rest of you.
That's
the other
when two gladiators talk about current events. Gladiatorializing. Praise be Odie.
And the other three of you are going to do an obstacle course.
Do we know who is
Do we
assigned to
pick or
which?
do we have to?
It's you and me.
That you guys can just decide how you're going to handle it.
Oh,
Mr. Gatling, what would you like to do?
Well, I heard there's no shooting involved.
Indeed. I'm going to run the obstacle course with my fine agility.
Yes, each of you will be required to complete the obstacle course.
Miss Dickinson,
I could do either, I suppose.
I suggest you
help
on the obstacle course.
I could do that. Mhm.
Make sure the team all gets across the finish line.
I could do that.
I think you are implying that I will not make it across the finish line, and I'm insulted by that.
I wasn't talking about you.
I'm pretty certain.
We can
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Gatling.
protect
I am
someone
on board
else.
with the plan.
We can-
Jonathan. I wasn't.
By Holy Odie's drawer full of shell necklaces, I shall enter the arena.
Who's gonna fight him?
I'll go with you.
Excellent.
I think that is a good choice, as depending on what weapon you are given,
Odie
though
shall
it's not a firearm, I'm sure you can come up with some way to make it shoot forth.
The great Odie shall see us
rotation.
through, for he is farsighted.
And nearsighted.
Progressively.
Johnny.
Bifocally.
Yes. You call my
Who's
name?
doing which?
Johnny and Emily and I will be doing the obstacle course, for which I would just like to point out, Mr. Johnny, that you should find out if pants are optional or required.
Are pants optional?
Is the gladiatorial portion,
No.
is it group combat or is it one-on-one on one-on-one?
2-on-2.
2-on-2.
That's my favorite kind of combat, but
Jack.
guess I'm running the
Yes, pants are
obstacle course.
required,
Do
Jonathan.
not-
I heard from the rules. Pants are required.
Praise the OD hashtag hack attack.
Praise Odie.
Praise the OD,
Praise.
whose anagram name is Chode.
That's true.
No, there's an R in there.
Ah,
Choder.
Oh, that's right.
Choder. It's Choder then?
Ha!
Is Choder.
I like that the hack attack included him having to convince us to praise you, and we were just like instantly on board.
Yeah, you're on board.
Choder
quickly.
is
I've
such a
seen
good
that.
word because it took us like 5 years to really admit.
Here's just
know
a-
that it meant showed the door.
Yeah. Here's the question. I have not laughed so hard
I would
since
just,
I watched Holy Try.
I would just like to say,
Some sexy Emily Rainbow's poetry would be wonderful right now.
I got some.
Can you recite it from memory, Miss Emily?
No.
Hashtag hack attack.
Continue. I have not laughed so hard since I watched
You
Holy
best start memorizing.
Can I have a minute to memorize it? In which
not a
case I
hashtag
could.
She will find the shortest poem in the book.
Does it have to be sexy and short?
Look, that one's 4 lines.
I know, but it's not sexy.
roses are red.
Oh, I mean, does it have to be an Emily poem?
Emily is hot.
It was not. They did not say Emily Dickinson poetry.
I'm assuming they meant it.
Well, they need to be clear in their
Well,
intentions.
while we're waiting, we
I
can
have
maybe
a-
sing
I have a
another
poem.
hymn to his greatness.
No, I have a poem. I have a poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. The show is too long tonight.
No.
Praise be to Holy Odie, who needs not to rhyme in a simple couplet. Beyond form is he.
Clock it. Time.
Hold it. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh.
Winner!
Okay, game's on. So, so you guys are in a situation now where, yes, you have been divided into 2 groups that we need to
Indeed.
take care of in this scenario of such and whatever the hell else.
I'm using a meta point.
So you are brought to a large arena in the center of the city. It has been outfitted with near the center. Fine, what is it? What are you gonna say?
No, I just want to know what is it? Are we what city?
You're in San Francisco.
We are. So there is a giant arena in the middle of San Francisco. That's all I wanted to know.
Well,
Yes.
it used to be called Candlestick Park, but now they have electric lights.
You're welcome.
I'm trying really hard to figure out what setup I'm accidentally
No,
about to give you.
I was
so-
really just asking.
Oh, okay. No, with the Cow Palace.
All right, story question. That was
Yeah.
all. I'm not setting you up for a horrible fall. I promise.
Real thing.
Cow Palace.
Yeah, it's an arena.
It's a real thing.
I don't think it was built.
So the arena is laid out with an obstacle course basically going around much of the perimeter, while in the center is this gladiatorial combat area. The residents, the citizens of the Empire of San Francisco. I'm trying so hard to think through every sentence that I say and figure out what I'm going to say that's going to be taken in the wrong direction.
So really,
Holy Odie's words cannot be taken the wrong direction. Praise he whose shirt has come unbuttoned. Made you look.
Praise be to OD, he who is the brains behind Garfield and keeps his eternal company. He who would protect his world through secret betrayal. He who grants us the great waffles. Damn it, waffles. Hashtag hack attack.
Thank you, Chad. Yes, the citizens of the Empire of San Francisco enjoy their entertainment to come in multiple forms at once, and so they have the obstacle course around the perimeter and the gladiatorial arena in the center. And so you were all brought to your starting locations. The gladiatorial section is basically just a giant ring with about waist to chest high barricades and such to hide behind.
Hashtag hack attack.
Nice.
Praise be to OD who shall liberate a bottle stolen from the mad grip of the evil Gedelman and drink heavily from the rainbows of life tonight. As it has been written, so it shall be. As it will be, so it will be written. For the will of OD.
Thank you,
So say
chat.
we all.
So say we all.
So-
And thank you, chat. Yeah, so you guys are brought to your respective starting positions. Gatling and Teddy, you find yourself in this center ring, and with this cheering crowd around, the people are just going crazy. They're so excited. They've been hyped and pumped for this event for days, actually.
Are we the
because-
first ones up?
Yeah, well, you guys are the entire event that they're all here for.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Dr. Gatling?
No, I am not.
Praise be to he who hauls the many boxes of discs into his dwelling. Praise be to he who is a disc hero, and that is another anagram. Hashtag hack attack.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
Do not be worried, Professor Gatling. Holy Odie shall see us through, who has proven many things to us, such as a man can wear pastels.
I do miss the springtime, Your Majesty.
For some, it never ends.
It's just that I am so afraid of mortal one-on-one or two-on-two combat of any time, but I will put my faith in his name that wrote the hymn of true love called I Have a Full-Time Job.
I propose before we start the combat that you maybe eat an apple of Johnny's.
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
But then wouldn't I
Just one for the bag.
have an apple?
And the other three of you are brought over the starting position on this obstacle course, where your goal is to complete it. All
But
three of you.
I took a meta point, by the
Okay.
way.
And I was
I'm
gonna-
going to do some very intense stretching before this obstacle course to
Okay.
prove my athletic ability,
The
which I
greatest
assume I
stretching?
have to roll for.
I'm just gonna move one over
I-
here closer to Johnny
Me
too.
as well, please. Thank you.
Okay.
So that's 3 total points we spend in that.
Thank you, Chad.
Take one more off, Chris.
It was
It's
two,
a-
well, one each.
And then he took one.
Oh, okay.
What? How many are left?
You have one left.
One.
One left.
Is that all
You had
right?
to use it quick.
It wasn't. We didn't have turns yet. I thought we could only do this on our turn. Shit!
We're prepping for
Take it!
Take it.
Take it.
Won't do me any good.
Oh, I could.
I would need both. I'll
You
wait.
have a buff you could use.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I may have to do that.
Buff.
I could do mine too. I'm
You already did it.
Okay.
It's done.
Okay.
Thanks.
So,
Maybe the power of the OD will grant us more meta points.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your attention, please. Welcome to the Empire of San Francisco's luxurious cow palace. Yeah! Your entertainment tonight. Flush with bravado and attitude from the kingdom of Yosemite, the one, the only King Teddy himself, King Theodore Roosevelt. Crowd goes crazy. Ah!
All praise be the smooth-skinned one.
And hanging out with King Teddy is a new fan favorite. We're sure he'll become Professor Richard Machine Gun Gatling.
I don't really appreciate the name.
Out
but
here.
hey, thank you. And
Hashtag
Wave to the
meta
people.
point. Here you are Christian. Have fun.
Aw,
Thank
thank
you, Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
Oh, they gave us a bunch.
They did. They gave, yeah.
Thank you.
You still,
having fun.
do you still need 2 meta points now?
I will use. I'm gonna wait till we start things. I don't know. Depends on how this is looked.
Cool.
I will use 2 meta points if that's all right.
Go. How many? Go.
Let's just.
Let's just
All
do
right, they're
it.
doing it. They're doing
And
it.
now,
Okay, meta
Richard
points are
Gatlin
all
is
been
subject-
dropped. Are you using them?
Full Teddy.
Okay.
Consider them spent.
Okay,
I'm just
they are spent.
waiting to move.
So they're not spent.
I was gonna wait for the combat to start, so don't spend them yet.
I'm so confused.
There's an introduction happening. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Ah, gotcha. And simultaneously, if you look over at the obstacle course competing for your enjoyment tonight,
Poetry fail. Miss Emily must take a hashtag meta point in the wrong direction.
Thanks. I memorized one. I have
Wait,
it ready.
they can make us do that?
We've never had that as a thing before, but now I'm tempted to make that a thing for next week.
Just have. So where do I have to be?
Right there.
Or should I recite the poem so they don't get mad?
Well, if you wanted to recite a poem, but you can do that later now.
I don't. What do I do? Do I listen? Do I do this, or do I
You
make
do
say
you.
a
I
poem?
was going to do an intro.
You
So,
heed the word of Holy Odie.
What does Holy Odie wish I do?
I'm going to complete my intro at some point, so you have to decide in about 5 seconds, or I'm just going to talk
I've
over
got
it.
an arrow here. Loving the hand that sent it, I the dart revere. That was a poem. It was
Excellent.
hers.
There you go.
I'm staying.
Cool. I can't mess with that.
The
chat, I'm just
gentlemen
saying.
are laughing at us, specifically Dickinson.
And your
The second
attention
poem was too
over
long.
to the obstacle course tonight, competing for the very first time, the geriatric known as Johnny Appleseed.
That's right, he's like 110.
Crowd goes crazy. People are a little confused as to why
Cash
he's in this
Bowie
event.
for life as if we have not sent this off the rails enough. Let's build towards some dancing.
Oh, that's
For the
funny.
great OD will help us whether they be male or female. Also, too bad Texas is so busy with that weird wall.
I know. I appreciated that weird wall. Someone actually sent me. Oh, it was a tablet. There was a really cool fan fiction that got sent to me last week about the Texas wall and everything else. I'm not sure if it ever got posted in Discord. It was
I'm
a lot
not
of
sure I
fun.
ever heard
I
it.
never saw it.
I will pass that along to you guys.
Okay.
I'm sorry I didn't think to check it right now. But since I've already broken, really enjoying the fan fiction and the drawings and paintings and stuff. You guys are amazing.
Awesome.
Yes, the geriatric Johnny Appleseed crowd goes crazy. Bah! Hanging out with Johnny tonight is the poet extraordinaire, Emily Dickinson. And the in the 3 spot for the obstacle course, a woman whose reputation knows no end, Annie, get your gun, Oakley.
And I shoot his microphone right after he says that.
Take a shot.
And he's dead.
That is an 11, so I beat it by 5.
Shot goes off and Mike. Well, he doesn't have a mic. I mean, we're
Well, I assume he's projecting his voice through something.
Probably a megaphone,
Yeah.
or he's just yelling really loud.
yelling through a megaphone.
Okay, Greg, shoot the megaphone.
You fire a hole straight into it.
Yeah,
Um.
I'm just showing off.
Okay. He looks over at you and
It's like the episode of The Simpsons where Homer buys a gun and he's just like turning the lights off with it.
exactly.
In some ways, this America is the same as the real America.
As soon as you shot it in the same fluid motion, he drops it, picks up a spare. Then
Exactly.
he continues on. Remember, for the rules tonight, there are none. I don't know. He says something. I got so distracted by all the stuff that was happening, and I just want to throw shit at you now.
So, but you say rules, there are no guns allowed.
Yes, no firearms in the gladiatorial combat. However, firearms are okay in the obstacle course because there is some target shooting you will have to do.
Okay.
So why don't you give me an initiative roll? Oh, and during the introductions for this, your 2 opponents have not revealed themselves yet.
I am more than a little nervous.
I am more
The
than a
Cow
little drunk.
Palace is filled to capacity, and the crowds do cheer for those who come to entertain us. Are you not entertained? Raise your voices loud in the Cow Palace so that it may be instead known forever as a cattle. Rattle, hashtag MetaPoint, hashtag PraiseAthea.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Chad.
you.
Thank you, chat.
I got a 17.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
No.
16.
Holy flarking schnit!
I was waiting
Okay.
for that.
I rolled 2 2s.
Yeah, I rolled a 7 and a 4. And then
What
I have
you
my
got?
bonus.
30.
27.
What?
Yeah!
I know.
Well, I hate to ruin your day.
You already did that by coming here.
17.
17.
You still won that initiative.
I can't believe that.
It's your lucky day, Mr. Gatlin.
I'm impressed by how
Gatling was a 27 or 30?
inspired you are.
27.
I was at 27.
Miss
Teddy was a 30.
I had
Roosevelt
the
is
30.
Oh, wait,
Right.
no, I spend them right before. Because I already spent the points. So
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's why.
what I meant to say was 36.
Because he went over to
Oh, that's what you want to do. Okay.
All right.
Well played.
Well played. person I still assume is Richard Gatling.
Teddy Roosevelt, do you notice something different about Mr. Gatling?
We are not anywhere near Teddy.
I mean, you can still communicate
I
through
can
your
Oh, that's
communicate.
right.
I feel like you guys deserve this. Hashtag System Shock.
Oh. Was that,
Thank you, Chad.
Was that mean?
There is a great many things
It
we do
is.
deserve.
It
and that's
is.
And
probably one of them.
I'm content to drop that one now.
Of course you
We finally got everything we wanted.
I know.
Only to have it taken from
Shoot, that's a
us.
random
Like
one.
every
So,
other television show.
Rosie, all the way pilot. You're exactly where you are. All the way pilot.
Well, shit.
You have no legs!
All the way pilot.
By Odie's grand tube socks.
Oh!
I'm not wearing tube socks. 1 point towards Avatar.
Son of a bitch.
There you go.
Oh crap, he's on there.
And at that moment, there was a huge burst of energy and volume from the crowd. As dropping from the ceiling are a couple of cages. And they land in the center of the gladiatorial arena. And they open up, and out walk just a couple of just, very large-chested, tough-looking dudes,
All right.
That they keep in cages.
Mm-hmm. And they just start pounding their chest. And one of them grabs some dirt on the ground and flings it up. And
Are they?
So
they
Hairy?
point out at you guys, and they say, no. They don't even say anything. He just looks at you.
Are they hairy?
Points.
Is he looking right at me?
Yeah, he is.
And then there is a loud, there is the sound of a gunshot from offside, which you have been told is the cue to begin.
I shoot the bullet. But I'm all the way. I can't.
You weren't expecting it.
I can't. I'm
no.
all the way.
No.
I'm all the way rosy. I can't. Shit. Screw you, System Shock. I could have shot that bullet.
Yeah. So yes, you.
Chris wins.
For the one time tonight. Yeah, so that's how it begins. You've got these two guys now who are staring down the two of you, and are clearly your two opponents. And
they're just big guys?
just a couple of big guys. That's it.
Are we rule of cooling as well?
Are they
Eventually.
armed?
Okay.
Gatling, you're up first. Nope.
Hold.
Okay.
I would like to say.
I mean, they're all the way across the arena, right?
They've landed probably about 30 feet from you.
But they're unarmed and just beating their chests.
Yes.
And they threw dirt in the air too. Don't forget about
Yeah, I
that.
remember the dirt flying in the air. I kind of hold stock still.
Okay.
And hold my action, just getting ready for, waiting to see what happens next.
Sounds good.
Preparing myself for a lunging attack.
I get it. King Teddy.
Can I make a mind roll or something to tell where he is on the slider?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, beat it by 3.
Okay. Yeah, you know that he is very much pilot at the moment.
Fine. Jackson.
You probably prefer Crash.
Crash.
Yeah,
Listen to me very carefully.
I am.
We're going to take out the one on the left first.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
None of this one-on-one stuff. You can get him high, I'll take him low. This conversation didn't happen.
Deal.
Cold. For when they attack.
Got it.
That's going to be the next action, is that they are going to start charging at you two.
All right.
And they both let out just a bellow. And come running at you.
Nice.
I believe you're first. Unless
Yeah.
we go off at the same time.
You interrupt.
Yeah,
at
I
the
mean,
same
you had
time.
kind of
Listen,
a ready to
you
action
said-
that you want to use.
I say we go for the combined attack on the one on the left.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Big
Go for
stick
it.
on the guy on the left.
Going for the legs, and
Sounds
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Oh,
Beat it by 12.
rolled a
That's
1 and a
good
2.
hit. That's a good hit. That's a nice.
All right.
Big dick.
Yeah, so he'll come in real low with the big stick, catch him
Yep.
behind the knees. Just as he does, just as he kneels down from the attack, I'm gonna like step up on his knee like a stair, and then just jump knee him in the face with my other leg.
Okay. Give me a roll for it.
Yes. 7 and 2, 9. So I beat it by 7.
That was
19.
quite a coordinated attack, gentlemen.
So I have good news and bad news.
That's fine.
The good news is he did make the defense on the first attack. He missed it on the second. So you were doing what, Crash?
I was just, kind of knee striking him in the face,
Okay.
kickbox style.
And this was Crash doing the attack, basically, right?
Yeah. So.
Okay, so 30 points of damage.
36, but yeah. ACV plus 20 damage.
Oh, I'd assumed you included that in the other statistics.
No.
That's how it's...
Okay.
Okay, so that is that. You felt like you got a good solid kick on him. He did just definitely move out of your big stick, but you didn't feel like you hit him quite as hard as you had wanted to. The other one will still come towards you guys, odds evens. And he'll take a lunging tackle at Gatling. And he would hit.
May I use one of those 10s real quick? Mm-hmm. Thanks. You have to grab my doubles. Oh, missed it. He got me.
Okay. In that case,
Bad roll.
In that case, he's just gonna come up.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag MetaPoint that was totally awesome. Matt, please never leave us.
Aww.
The other one, as you were attacking the first guy, the one on the right comes up, grabs a hold of you, and just throws you towards the nearest barricade.
Oh.
Okay,
And you said you didn't. Or
I
did
missed my defense by 1, but I've got cat-like and balance, so I should be able to land on my feet.
Okay, cool. So you will take 35 points of damage.
Minus my armor for the day, minus my
Correct.
actual body armor, and I'm still okay.
Cool. Sounds good. And then the other one, since he's now with you, Teddy, will take a swing. And he will miss on his first attack. And he will hit on his second attack.
I will. Should I use my bonus? Nah. I missed the defense.
Okay, so he does basically the same thing. He just picks you up and throws you at the next nearest barricade. And he does 20 points of damage.
There goes my armor.
Meanwhile, you all up on the beginnings of the obstacle course.
And we can see them, right?
Yep, you can see everything that's going on.
So I'm going to relate to my friends that President Teddy is very, or King Teddy, I'm sorry, is very strangely mellow and has tactical planning, and I'm noticing some of the things that he is doing and saying. So
It does seem weird.
yeah, perhaps, hopefully, Crash can relate to him in some way. All right, whose turn is it?
So first up on the obstacle course is either Emily or Johnny, and the first thing before you is really simple. It is a target that needs to be shot.
I have throwing stars. Jonathan, would you like me to? And I also have a
You each have to do
derringer.
it?
One of you needs to do it.
I have a derringer.
You're good at throwing things. You go ahead and do that.
Can I throw it with a throwing star?
You can throw your throwing star, yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know if it would count.
Yeah, give me the roll.
I'm going to use my Patreon buff so that I can beat it by 1.
Okay, cool. So you fire it off and hit this first target. That's all you need to do. As soon as you hit it, it just makes a ting
Bing!
sound, and you guys are cool then to progress forward. The next thing in front of you is a barricade. It's a bunch of stacked platforms that you just need to climb on top of and just kind of work your way up.
Okay. Do we roll for that, or?
Well, you just did yours.
just
You
did my
could do
thing.
you could do a move to go do that, and then the other two on their turns can try and get up there as well.
Okay, I moved to do that.
So give me a roll for acrobatics or something.
Okay. I have acrobatics. I also have climbing walls.
That would work.
I beat either one of those by 6.
Cool. You clamber yourself up on the platform and look behind you. You can start helping the others if you want. Johnny, you're up next. You just need to climb up this platform.
All right. I'm still gonna grumble and be like, son of a bitch, stupid. Why? That's what I want to know. Why? As I'm taking her hand and climbing up the stupid wall.
Are you taking Rosie's hand?
Her hand.
I'm already up.
She's already up on the wall.
Okay.
Beat it before.
Cool. And you'll get a bonus also for her helping you out. So now you are up on top of the arcade as well. Annie, or I guess I should call you Rosie now.
Rosie, being slightly knowledgeable in herself, sees that the first one was a target, and is using her buff to move herself
Sounds good.
over here. Rosie will also climb the wall. Can she use sports for that? What do you want me to use?
But if you do, you have to
typically
use
be body.
2d12 plus 2.
No, I mean I can still roll under.
Oh
no, right.
but it's a skill.
What am I
rather-
using?
Well, if you're using sports as Annie,
Right, it's
Right.
2d12 plus 2, but what would you have me roll otherwise?
Climbing.
Just
just,
I
just a
don't.
body check right now. Yeah, because you don't have any other skills with her.
I
But you can
reached
get a
down.
plus 2 bonus
Yes.
from each one of them.
Oh yeah, definitely giving her a hand.
All right, well then we'll do sports, which is
9 plus 2. You beat me.
plus 2 is 11.
Right on.
I'm right on it.
Sweet. So you are able to get down, and honestly, without your guys' help, Annie was not going to get up there. She thinks that she helped you back
Yes.
up there somehow.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, she grabs your 2 hands. You guys heft her up. Now you've all made it on top of the first little thing, and you see before you, as you climb on top of it, you look ahead, and next you see it's just a balance beam basically that you're going to need to cross.
All right.
And on that balance beam, there are some people on either side who are throwing heavy punching bags.
This is
Across
goddamn
it.
American
Back and forth.
Gladiator.
Uh-huh.
Gladiatorial combat.
Gladiator.
American gladiatorial combat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have my special movement. I have balance /
Oh, wait.
cat-like.
Do we have to let them go before we do
I'm just letting you know what was next, because yes,
Oh,
now we're
yeah,
back
okay.
over here. So we're at the top. So Gavin, you're up next.
Woo! Let's see, where are we on boosts?
You have each unlocked your boosted power, by the way.
Oh.
That happened just a little bit ago.
All
Good
right.
question.
Thank you,
Okay.
chat.
Okay, I might need that for something other than gladiatorial combat. So just to be safe, and nothing else drops this turn. No hack attack, no rule of cool.
No, not yet.
Groovy. All right, then I am.
Well, one of the hack attacks already dropped because it was the Odie one.
Right.
And was the other one where I had to do a poem one of them?
One of the hack attacks is no, that was something else.
Oh.
One of the hack attacks. Oh, did AK? Can you send me a message if that one everyone was planning happened or not? I got lost in all the conversation.
From
And then also, if you could send me a message because there was that hack attack we started the day with that I never heard the final vote on or verdict on what was going on there. So yeah, no, nothing else is happening yet. You got a couple of big guys who are trying to beat the tar out of you.
All right. I love big guys beating the tar out of me. No, wait. I don't like it at all. Okay, so big guys. I'm going to climb up to the top of this big guy because I'm not a big guy, and climbing up to the top where the head is seems like the best idea.
Right.
But
And if we have learned anything from this channel, it's that when faced with a larger opponent, what you should do is try to scale them as much as possible,
Right.
and then beat them with a wrench.
well,
or
I'm
stab
already
them
like
with a
I'm just
sword
on
or
the
whatever.
barricade. I'm just gonna wrap myself and try a grapple attempt.
Cool.
This round is to grapple. I'd like to use something out of Gatling's bag.
Okay.
He has some duct tape kind of stuff, rubber duct tape
Yes, you did mention that once before, yeah.
that he used to patch a hole, and I'm gonna use that to wrap around the face of the big fellow.
Cool. I need some sort of acrobatics or body type check or something
Yeah.
for the for what you're trying
Wrap
to do. there.
around the face.
Or I'll even let you try an unarmed if you want to do it that way instead.
I would like to do at least the first part of it as an unarmed. I'm spending a meta point.
Okay.
I always love watching what other people decide to do.
Yeah. So the attack roll on that I beat by 8.
Okay.
But I would really like this tape thing to work. So I think I'm going to spend my Patreon bonus and beat it by 11.
Okay.
Woo!
Yeah, that
That
works.
sounds good. So yeah, so you reach into your bag of tricks that Gatling always carries with him, and you start ripping through it, and fumbling through it. You find in there this bag of tape that he's made, and yeah, you pull off a stretch of it. You clamber up that barricade and jump on the back of that guy who had been trying to take down King Teddy. And
Start with his eyes and work my way down. Or start with his mouth and work my way up, rather.
Are you gonna leave holes so he can breathe, or no?
No.
So he is able to partially defend himself from this attack.
Okay.
But you are able to start wrapping him with this stuff. Yeah. So he is going to be is going to impede his ability to do anything.
I was really hoping specifically for breathing.
That's fair. That's fair. That's high on his list of things to continue doing. So that's.
I breathe constantly.
Yes.
I'm very addicted.
Teddy, you're up next.
Okay. Is talking a free action?
Yes.
All right. I'll dust myself off, point at the one who threw me.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of man throws another man? Give me your best shot, assign a boxing stance, and then I commandeer his ass.
I like it.
And hold until after his action.
Cool. So I need the roll on the commandeer. You need a feat of 14. And actually, in your case, I'm also have to have you drop one. No, because you're in the right spot, because you're where you are. Yes, you're fine. Ignore what I was about to say. Yeah.
Another 3. I beat it by 11.
Your dice are magic
And you even had to roll. You could have rolled d8s instead of whatever you used.
I did.
He did.
Okay, good. Yeah. So you commandeer the big guy, and you do anything with him yet?
Yes. Responding to that, I roar, run towards myself, jump up, making a fist, putting my thumb inside of my fingers, and keeping the fist bent, punch myself right in the crown at the hardest part of the skull to shatter his hand.
That's gonna hurt.
He's gonna do something he would have done anyway. He's just gonna aim for the wrong spot.
And do it with
With
bad
the thumb
technique.
in.
Yeah. Again, punching a guy where you should never punch him.
So he comes. So the guy that you commandeer, he does exactly as you say. He looks a little confused for a moment, wraps his fist up, comes running towards you, swings as hard as he can, and he made the attack roll, so he managed to hit you.
Hard.
And in the process, just utterly shatters his right hand, and just yells out this, howls in pain. Ah! It's one of the first things you've heard him say, other than his bellow when he first charged you. That is going to severely hamper his abilities in combat. However, I do still need a defensive check from you, which actually you can't. You could block it if you want. You have to take the hit,
Okay.
because otherwise he can't do it.
Blocking would be where?
Just give me a defensive check
Okay.
with a +2 bonus. And in this case, you can't use your shield because your shield is here.
That's fine. Beat it by 6.
Cool. So yeah, so you take, So you take 15 points of damage. And he takes a broken hand.
Hashtag Nick Buff, you can't see me, but I am applauding right now.
Yeah, no.
I actually am too, chat, to be honest. That was
rad.
Thank you.
Your ability is really cool.
wow, that was useful.
That's a useful ability.
It's a terrifying ability.
It is. I can
It's
go.
terrifying.
I can actually go fuck myself.
Hi, chat. Thanks for watching the show. It's been fun.
That's not what I was thinking of.
It's pretty terrifying.
And you know, if Teddy was the one with that power instead of Nick, he'd be doing that all the
wasn't
time.
a joke like that made about Johnny Legion early on in the
Yeah, there was.
Oh, this show. Okay, so that is what you guys just did. So now we've got the two gladiators who've been wrestling.
One's
and fighting
writhing in
with you
pain
guys.
and the other is wrapped in duct
One of
tape.
whom just completely shattered his right hand on Teddy's skull. So he is quite upset, but he still has his left hand. The other one is also, angry at the situation.
And wrapped in tape.
Yeah.
And they both rolled that. So I'm going to be based on your... Oh, he's dealing with you because of the tape. So he's got to try and deal with this tape situation. He succeeds on that.
Anytime you need it.
So he is able to grab a hold of what you're doing with the tape and start fighting you off of it.
Oh, he gets his hand up there? Great.
You don't want to, yeah. So he is able to successfully punch you. So I need a defensive check from you to see whether or not you.
That's good. I did good.
Okay, you made the check?
By 6, yeah.
Okay, cool. So then he's just gonna try and hit you again.
That makes sense too.
That's
So
what
I
you
need
do in a
another
fight.
defensive check then, please.
So he took the tape off and punched me twice.
No, he's trying to take the tape off with his move.
And I made it even with the -2. Or 4.
Or the 4?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then the guy with the busted hand is going to take a swing over at Teddy.
With his other
With
hand.
the
With his other hand.
Non-dominant hand.
I'm aware.
Praise
And he's going to
Odin.
miss. So that's going to move us over to Emily and Johnny. You see this balance beam with these swing and boffer things that you need to get across.
You have a thing? I have a thing too when you're ready.
How long the distance is my geyser if it's done horizontally?
It's a geyser. I imagine it shoots fairly far.
How far does my geyser shoot?
How far do you need it to shoot?
Well, how long is this course?
Are you trying to blast yourself to the very
I
end
just
of the
blast
entire
all
course?
3 of us to the end of the damn thing if I could do it. Certainly past every stupid obstacle between here and there.
You can definitely use it to get yourselves past an obstacle.
I'm
no
just
problem.
gonna, however many obstacles I can just wash us past.
Okay. Sure, that makes sense. So give me your roll. You need to beat a power check of 14.
Yes.
Okay.
In
So-
fact, since I know it's probably gonna matter, I'm gonna beat that by 6.
Okay, so Jebediah, tapping into his earlier experiences as Riptide, the aquatic-based superhero,
That's Wave of the Future.
the wave of the future.
Good name.
It's required. You have to do it when you do it. All praise Odie.
All praise
I'm
Odin.
just thinking.
All praise Odie.
He does. He taps into that ability, and somehow you manage to just conjure up this blast of geysering water, and you pick up your team, the 3 of you, and lift the group over this balance beam through the buffers and such, across the hurdles you were gonna have to leap over next, and past the rope swing to land on a podium, where before you see some more targets.
Ah,
But these are smaller targets.
Oh, that's,
are we shooting at the targets?
Yeah,
What are the
so
targets
targets
for?
you gotta get past.
that was just mine. She's nice, y'all.
How far away from us are the targets?
About 40 feet.
Okay.
You could always hold your action and let your gunslinger shoot.
I believe that is probably the wisest course
don't
of
have
action.
to, though.
No,
No.
I would love to let you shoot at whatever you would like to shoot at. Since
What
you
are
have,
How many targets?
There are 4 targets.
don't you have 4 guns?
I have 2 guns,
Oh,
but I can shoot 4 bullets
that's excellent.
and still have some to spare.
I say you shoot them.
You go right ahead.
Excellent. These are stationary targets.
They are currently, yes, but they're very hard to hit. You're going to be at a 5-point penalty on each one.
I'm going to be at a 5-point penalty on each one.
Correct.
I'm taking a meta point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might just destroy myself here, and I'm just gonna go down that road. I'm going to call this shot. In
Okay.
fact, I'm going to call all 4 of them. I
Okay.
assume that the 2 cages from which the barbarian men were released from are hanging above the stadium.
Yes, they were lifted back into the sky after they
Excellent.
dropped the
Just to
guys
make
off.
this a good show, I'm going to shoot all 4 bullets at those cages precisely so that the bullet bounces off that and hits the dead center of the target.
Okay.
This is not what I had in mind.
That'll be a
Miss
2-point
Oakley.
penalty
It'll
then
be
on
yeah.
top of the 5.
Yeah,
so
I know.
7-point penalty total for each shot.
Yep.
This is not.
That's why I said I'm just going to go down this road.
This is not what I had in mind.
Miss Emily
That's
Dickinson,
why I
know-
said you alone.
May Holy Odie guide your roll, whose holy sacraments are mayonnaise on milk toast and Bartles and James.
However, even though there is a 2-point penalty, I do get a 2-point bonus for long shots. So that 2-point penalty gets canceled out.
That's what you're saying. Yeah, we'll go with it.
It's very far away. It's up in the
You're still
air.
at the 5-point, yeah. Give me your roll,
In
lady.
fact, it's closer to Mr. OD, who we are praising with these shots.
Praise his name.
Okay, All four. First one is wait, so that'd be 14, 5, 19, and I have a +4.
Well, let's back up. Whatever you're trying to do. What's your standard target number?
Sorry, Dad.
Which-
It's 16.
16. So your target number is now an 11.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, we do math differently. You do math like Christian does math.
It's called the math way to do
M-A-T-H.
math.
Okay,
Math.
so then if it's an 11, and I roll a 14, and I want to use my +4, then it's a success.
It's success then, yes. So
Okay.
let's roll the next one, please. You need to beat an 11.
Okay. Oh, that is an 8.
Okay, one more.
That's good. That's a 10.
Okay.
Hashtag Rosie, because anything they can do, she can do better.
Anything they can do, she can do better.
Oh, I'm using it right now.
Okay.
That gives me a +5.
So now
No,
she's
it goes away!
16,
So,
which
yeah,
means you
she's
basically
functioning at her
automatically-
And thank God, because I just rolled a 12. Double sixes.
Yeah, so Rosie, Annie, whips out both of her 6 guns, spins them around a couple times, fires off 4 shots down towards the arena where you guys have been hanging out.
I stand
And,
mistaken. Stand
and
mistaken.
the shots somehow manage to ricochet off perfectly, such the bullets come flying back and go ping, ping, ping,
I
ping.
don't suppose there's any chance.
They sound like that.
Point all praise to She-O-D. Who drives OD home when we behaved as chat as we want to do. Praise to She-O-D who delivers co-try. Blessings to the house of OD for enduring shenanigans with grace and dignity. Okay, I couldn't finish the last party.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Thank you, Chad.
The grace and dignity part's not happening at all.
What are the odds that those shots?
Well, I'm gonna do something with them. Don't you worry. I'm enjoying this part actually.
All the shots went into the targets, clearly.
Right,
And the crowd went wild. The crowd just
Oh, the
like
crowd loved that.
the crowd just lost
Crowd
their
loved that.
minds. People started taking off their shirts. They were so excited.
Yeah,
I have
so,
no idea.
So
boys
we'll
are
say that each one of those shots had a 25% chance of perfectly hitting
The
that
center.
cage that it'll drop.
Oh, well, but I was aiming.
She didn't want the cages to drop. She
Yeah, it happens
Oh,
sometimes. That one
ooh,
did
Trixie hobbitses,
hit.
Mr.
That
Odie.
one is a 95. That is going to be 2 of them. Sweet. So 2 of the cages are going to drop.
Yeah,
we have
that's
to figure out who they might land on.
that's Trixie. That's
Yeah.
She did not aim there, and
It was weak cages though, poor craftsmanship.
These are made in the
Something.
Empire of North.
You
not
turned your
Kingdom of
success into a
Yosemite.
horrible failure.
Now we shuffle
No,
the
I
wrath
did
of
not.
OD.
Chris did. I did it perfectly.
Nothing bad has happened. They can crush the bad guys.
crush the
so they're
bad
crying
guys.
out
That's what
loud.
I'm
You have no
seeing.
idea.
Do not provoke the wrath of OD, who has dropped dice upon the floor.
So let's say that since
Made
they're
you look.
both falling. I didn't look.
I did.
I didn't look.
She is also an OD, so it counts.
Foiled by marriage.
The OD family
Said
crest.
everyone ever.
I was helping you.
So, we'll be realistic there. We'll say there's a 40% chance of either one. Cool. That's 44. And okay, so one of the cages is going to hit someone. There are 2 guys. There's the 2 of you. So we'll say bad guy, 3, 4.
Remember, I'm on 4.
So yeah, the 2 cages after the shot goes off. There's this pause as you manage to hit a weak spot on a link on each one. The chain snaps. The 2 cages come barreling down in sequence. One slams into the ground harmlessly. The other one lands. And man, the guy with the broken hand.
Yes.
It's having a bad day.
He's having a bad day. We're gonna
Yes!
say he's out of play right now.
Whew, things are getting cagey.
When I realized that I have successfully
Helped them.
helped them and taken out somewhere there's some dancing that is happening from Annie Oakley, and it is
She should roll for that.
marvelous.
Yes, can I please get a roll to see how well you dance?
You can.
Body check.
and then if you succeed, we need to see how it works.
She got a 1
I
and
got
a
a
2.
3.
So let's see that dance, F-Dub. Now she went to a school for this, so
I know
she'll be
I did
fine.
not. I did not go to a school for dancing. I did not. But it's Annie Oakley dance, right? So that's what she would think is cool, right?
No, it's what you think
Well, I'm
is
pretty
cool.
sure that I don't know what view chat has right now. I'm pretty
I
sure it's
don't-
from like here to
I don't know.
Do it like that.
Okay, I'm dancing from here.
Yeah.
It would be like.
I like it. I like it. It's good. You got your pistols out.
Are you actually killing people while you're dancing?
The audience is like,
You fired into the audience twice. In both directions.
Give me a. It's true, actually, she did. She did just fire. You fired with those twice. 2 shots went off.
In both angles is what I meant.
Yeah, so we're gonna say there's a high chance you'll hit someone. So we'll figure out what happens.
But she's the greatest marksman of all time.
Which
That's what I'm
increases the odds that
saying.
she'll hit someone.
I'm the greatest marksman of all time. I'm not gonna hit
Just shoot the
someone.
beer out of their hand.
No,
It's
you
all
didn't. You
right.
didn't hurt anyone with those 2 shots. You can have your
God.
chair back. It's all good.
Thank you.
So
I
that
really
was
like your
Johnny and Annie. Emily, you are up. The
yeah, 'cause
targets have been shot. You see in front of you. You see in front of you a wall climb.
great. I could do that.
Yeah,
It's no problem.
just a
I feel
spot
like
for
I
you
just showed
guys.
chat my underwear because I'm wearing leggings.
And it's about 3 stories tall.
Good. It's 3 stories tall.
Yep.
Okay, well I have climbing walls, so I'm
Yeah.
going to climb those walls. And
Yep.
I'm going to spend a meta point so that I can climb them easier.
Sounds good. You have
Can you
climbing walls.
ninja up
Your
them?
buddies don't.
Oh. Okay. Oh, Jonathan, do you have a rope? Does anybody have a rope?
I have a lasso.
Can I borrow your lasso, please?
Yes.
I
Sorry.
borrow her lasso, and then I climb.
It's not 3 stories tall worth of lasso, but sure. Yeah, that'll be a start.
How tall is your lasso?
How long is my lasso?
And why does the ninja need help climbing?
I do not need
It's not
help
her,
climbing.
it's the others.
I'm going
Right,
to climb
they have
up
to
and
get
then
up too.
The dead weight.
Miss Emily Dickinson, if the lasso is a certain length, and you could always take your ninja star, attach it to the lasso, right? And then shoot it up really high so that it's hanging down so that we can climb
For
up like
you.
the 10 feet, right? And then we can get the rest of the way on the lasso. Does that
Sure,
make sense?
I was
can.
also thinking that since I am currently wearing what Emily Dickinson would wear, I could take off
I can.
the dress as
Yes.
I am wearing my ninja outfit underneath,
Sure you can.
tie it to the lasso, and
Yes!
create a longer rope for them to
You know what
climb.
else would work would be trouser pants.
Yeah, my trouser
Trouser
pants
pants.
could come off too, but
Take your pants off.
I was
It's bound
gonna,
to happen eventually.
I was gonna point out that you have a bustle with equipment in it.
Yes, but it doesn't have a rope in it.
Why not?
I'm pretty sure it has a silk
It has a
in it.
rope in it. Can
There
I climb
you
it?
go.
to the lasso?
Yes.
Do I need to take off the dress or his pants?
Are we
I'm sorry, what?
in character right now? Are we?
Jebediah.
Yes, your wife just asked you if she could take off Kelly's pants.
Jebediah is just fine with her taking off my pants.
No, we're good. We're good. You
Just
can
saying.
use that rope and you
The
can
two
hustle.
ropes will do it?
Yeah, so
Excellent.
get that rope out of your bustle and hustle on it.
Hashtag Meta Meltdown, please, and I am looking forward to my waffle next week.
Oh yeah, you want a
Thank you,
waffle?
Jack.
Awful.
Somebody
Congratulations,
did. We don't
we got
know
to
who.
a waffle.
Gaika did. Or Gaika? Gaeaca?
Uh-huh. Good, congratulations.
That's fantastic.
So yes,
Yes.
I do
Super.
this. I'm climbing and I'm trailing.
Awesome, you go on up
ropes
there.
behind me.
Give me your roll, please.
I beat it by 2.
Okay, so you managed to scurry on up that wall, lickety split.
Like a what?
Lickety split.
Yep.
Like a ninja.
And I'm attaching the rope so that they can use
that we
it.
can climb.
Mm-hmm.
And I will call pointers down to them as well.
Climb better.
I do not need pointers.
No,
I can
man,
climb a wall just as good as you.
I would never presume.
just standing there looking
the
such a-
crowd, by the way, is loving this as it's going on.
I would
It's been
never
very
presume to
entertaining.
advise you, Miss
It's been
Oakley.
quick but entertaining so far. So Gatling, you and Teddy find yourself face off with this one last gladiator.
Yes, we do. Do you want to go in for another high and low kind of situation, or do you have something planned?
Play to the crowd though. They love that shit.
Is everybody
Yeah,
hearing?
Gatling really is good at the playing to the crowd stuff. That's not really my thing.
Fine, set them up. I'll do it.
Okay.
It's just so interesting to have Nick and Crash having this conversation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Kind of
think
in each
any
other's
it.
heads too.
Oh yeah, all the boys are full pilot.
All right, I'm going to continue taping.
Oh yeah, avatar, pilot. Interesting.
Yeah.
I continue taping, and then with the end of the tape, once I finished wrapping, because I'm really only going for eyes and mouth and nose, I can't.
Hashtag Rosie Book Maggie. Awesome dance. You showed not one iota of undergarments.
It's true. It's true.
It's always
Pax had
good
your
when
back.
there's
She was
no
waiting to see.
what was that called? The jam-
Making sure. So,
So I take that last
rub
like
off
foot
on
of tape and kind of wrap it around my wrist,
mhm.
and then jump off of him, since I'm on his shoulders,
Okay.
and basically try and roll myself kind of between his legs to pull him down by the face.
Give me the roll.
Ow.
That
Sounds violent.
sounds brutal.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be brutal.
Crash doesn't mess around.
No.
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 I beat it by 1.
Cool. He made his defensive check.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say then that he. Oh, and I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use my bonus that I beat it by a bunch then actually, and say that the result of that is that he's able to free himself a little bit from what you were doing. He still has all this tape around his face,
But he's
you
no
were-
longer grappled?
But you are no longer grappling him. Yeah.
So the tape ripped as you jumped down.
Yeah.
Is that
Did a
what you're saying?
lot with that. Okay. I'm done.
Then Teddy, you are up, sir.
Who?
Nick.
Nick, you are up, sir.
God damn you, Teddy. All right, shirt's coming off. Play to the crowd. Show the stick. Oh. Then trot, swing, and big stick him.
Cool.
Shirt
Give
glistening.
yourself a 2-point bonus because he's very messed up from this tape that is around his
Oh,
face.
I thought it was because of the
A
chest.
red one, please.
No. I'm trying not to think
That's
about
part of it. It's blinded by the glare off my winter skin. Let's see.
Praise be to Odie. As we emulate
I am,
his winter
I am
skin.
king of winter
skin.
skin, so that's good.
I feel
What'd you get?
I stole my. I was gonna use. Never mind. So that would be a beat it by 3, but I want to beat it by a lot, so I'm gonna use my Patreon bonus to beat it by 7.
Sweet. Yeah, so you come up there and you give him a nice wrap upside the head with that big old stick. Ah,
Just like that.
thanks,
That was kind
QQ.
of flatter.
It was a gruesome noise.
Damn.
QQ.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, that got him. That got him good. He is not
In
looking
character, my shirt is
very well. That, there was no nipple alien knitter. He didn't show any nipple.
Even if he did, you couldn't tell because it's so hairy.
I was being
Sorry.
told to make sure that we respect terms of service. I'm like, he didn't show. He did nothing. So, but
Luckily, they're very
Like
wise.
a young robin chick lost in a nest.
Oh,
Made you look.
And lost his mic.
sorry about the sound coming up. Hashtag ears.
it's too late now.
Exclamation point ears.
Sorry.
I don't know, guys. Sorry about that.
He was so distracted by the chest hair.
I
that
love
was
you
in
all
front-
dearly. I'm sorry that happened.
Hash Bowie for life. We still want dancing from everyone. Building toward this some more.
Thank you.
Also because Uber asked, OD help me. Showed hope everyone has fun.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. We have a meltdown. We have really
Yes.
cool. Oh, we've got stuff to use later.
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah. So there's the guy who's left, and he just got nailed by the sticks. Now he's on his own. He's going to use his actions to try and get this tape off of his face.
That's fair.
I actually
That's good.
rolled
It's wasting
snake
an
I
eyes.
would do that.
I rolled
where
snake
am.
eyes on my first roll, so I'm going to say that at least allows him to have the ability to breathe now.
Okay.
As well as to regain some sight. He's still got this stuff plastered around the sides and such, but
How
he's,
shaven is he?
he's
Does it
Ah,
hurt?
good
it's like a
question.
wax thing going on.
I know,
yeah.
but before the tape was on him, is he
he
pulling
is not
hair
able
off?
to act though outside of that.
Will he have
so-
eyebrows after this is over?
I don't know.
Are you gonna give him some kind of facial if he does that?
It's gonna hurt
It's
a lot
gonna hurt,
more.
is what
After
I'm
that,
saying.
Emily, Johnny, and Annie, you guys are still.
They don't-
You got
clearly
a
they've never
wall
waxed.
climb to get up.
What?
You got a wall climb to get up.
She's up. The
I know.
wall is
You
up.
two aren't.
I'm
I'm
not.
cheering for them.
I'm looking very unimpressively at all this,
Mhm.
and kind of looking annoyed too, because I'm stuck in this stupid avatar with this stupid lisp, and I'm about had it up to fucking here with this shit.
Jebediah does curse
So
quite a bit.
I'm gonna open up my bag,
Okay.
and I'm gonna reach right on in here, and I'm gonna pull out this nice long stick, about this long, because see, Richard Gatlin's amazing escalating pole vaulting miracle stick happened to have been left in my bag. That's called gadgets, my gadgets. I'm a Jebediah. And then I'm just gonna kind of shoot myself right up the wall to the top and land gently as a bird on a tree.
But there was a rope right there too.
I don't care.
It would be difficult to. I mean,
I
it
gotta
does
leave
take-
her. I gotta leave her something to fall off.
That's true. Okay, Annie can go up the rope.
Yeah.
Give me. I need a gadgeteering check. No, mechanics from you, Richard. If I could please.
See if I made something that isn't going to break if he falls.
Yeah, I want to find out.
But hold it. It's not actually using his. I just called it that.
You said that you got it from him.
Right, but I've got my gadgets and my gadgeteering. I'm using the meta box.
And I do not have access to any of Gatling's abilities right now.
My shirt's still off.
And the walking armory.
No. What I'm going to say here, and I think this is being fair, is you got the item from Gatling.
Alright, fair enough.
It makes sense. That makes sense to me. Conjuring magically this item from Jebediah's black box doesn't make sense to me right now.
Alright.
So I can go with that you got that from Gatling Supplies earlier. That's totally cool.
Are you pole vaulting yourself over the wall
To the top.
to the top?
So
Okay.
it's up. So yeah, so I would need some sort of
Engineering roll for me.
yes, please, sir.
Okay, and this sounds fair to me. I can't roll any of Gatling's abilities right now.
Right now is moot because you would have done
Made
this
it already.
earlier.
Right.
You would have made it earlier.
But what should
Okay.
he roll?
Let's find out. For fun. Roll as if you were all Avatar.
And you said engineering or
Yes, please.
mechanics,
so
I guess?
mechanics plus 1 as engineering.
Okay, yeah, I made that no problem.
When Jebediah gets up to the top of the wall with me, I whisper to him to not alarm Miss Oakley. Jebediah, if she fails the climbing of the rope, I have a plan to help get her over here, but you're involved.
That's fine. We all
Okay.
gotta get through this.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know.
Cool. Annie, it is your turn.
Did she
Try and get
hear
up.
that?
No, I whispered.
Yeah,
And I'm
but the
leaving the pole there.
nanobites,
I
The ones
whispered
she
in the other
controls,
ear.
those ones?
she controls them, so she can off. I gotcha.
I whispered.
Well, after seeing Johnny leap through the air,
Oh God.
I've clearly been outdone, and that will not stand by any means. What was the obstacle right behind this one?
The one we
it's
can't
just
see?
it's just a zip line going down. If you asked them, they could tell you.
Because we're on the wall, we could see past it. You can't, I'm imagining.
No, the one behind, the one we just
Before
came
it.
through.
Oh, behind you?
You said it was targets, wasn't it?
No,
The 4 you shot.
that's
No.
it.
It was the targets and the balance.
Yeah, it was some bars that you would have had to swing across.
Behind us.
Yeah.
That we surpassed. Because of the
Excellent.
water.
And, how long is our rope? Very long. Very long.
It's
Very
long
long.
enough to get
Goes
to the
from the top to the bottom where you are.
And there's still a pole there too.
Excellent. Then we're also tired. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the end of the rope and attach it to the target with a bullet.
What?
What?
I'm the end of the rope, which is hanging.
Yeah.
I am grabbing the end, putting it on the target, and attaching it to the target with a bullet.
Ma'am,
That's not how
it's not
bullets
like a
work.
staple.
Have you ever heard of a nailed gun?
Oh, that's true.
So
That's
what
true.
is your goal here?
I am going to
To do
tightrope
something awesome.
up the rope to the top of the wall. Tightrope walk up.
You can't walk up a tightrope vertically.
Not with that attitude.
It's
you
an
can't.
angle. I can just do.
It's not that long. It's a 3-story building.
All right,
I'm
fine.
being-
Okay, fine.
I
Okay,
am
fine.
being so generous by letting
Okay,
you
fine.
guys
The high-
know
All
about
praise
the
the
rope.
generosity of the
You
Odie.
should, for the love.
Odie.
All
I
right,
gave you guys a
plan B.
friggin' rope.
He
Plan
who makes
B.
his
You're trying to come up with
own.
another way of getting around.
Okay,
this.
when I shoot the rope with the bullet, I realize there's no way it's gonna stick, so then I have to go to plan B.
Thank you.
I still see this as an opportunity to one up him. So I'm going to take the end of the rope and go back as far as I can.
Okay. It's not very far because this rope is
It's like-
about the length of the height
So
you're trying
think of
to
the
go.
hypotenuse. It doesn't.
Yeah, but it's still out.
Okay, not very much. It's
you were able to
dangling
get a
down.
few feet away from the
I said as far as it goes. It doesn't matter.
Right
Just
here.
let me do the thing.
Sorry, your grappling bullet didn't work, sweetie.
17.3
This.
inches away from the
Look.
tower
Oh, I
you were
broke it.
able to get
Look,
with the end of the rope.
That's
Look.
fine. I don't care how far it is. I'm still doing my
Okay.
things. The math doesn't
You
matter.
pull back 17.3 inches.
I'm pulling back 17.3 freaking inches.
Yes. If I knew metric, I'd do that instead because it's a more logical system of measurement.
Oh, I would hate. Okay.
Roughly 2 centimeters. Right?
So,
So
Saying.
I pull it back the 17.3 inches.
yes.
And then I jump so that my feet are on the.
Well, you're gonna walk up this way.
Yeah, we could have gotten this a lot freaking faster.
If you started with that, yeah, we could have.
Well, I am descriptive.
But what were you
I called
describing?
down to her. I called down to her as she's starting this. Miss Oakley, that looks very cool, and you are certainly going to one-up Jonathan. I do recommend that perhaps you tie the rope around your waist, because then you could get a swinging party going, and it would be more interesting to the crowd.
Hold on, I would just like
I'm
to point
sure
out that
a swinging
she just
party-
invited us all to a swinging party.
I'm sure the crowd would be very entertained by a swinging party, but
Bully.
A swinging.
that's not what's on the agenda tonight for the Cow Palace.
I just.
Aw.
I'm trying to advise. I'm trying to
Who am I
encourage
gonna give my
her
buggy keys to?
to tie the rope around, and I'm trying to think of a way that would encourage her to do that. And so I'm telling
She
her
has
this.
no
Upon
rope
hearing-
use, just to point that
Miss-
out.
You are
Miss Emily,
cordially
upon-
invited to the
I agree, Miss
Cow
Emily Dickinson. Swinging would be more exciting. However, tying a rope around one's waist is for losers. And so I'm then going, it's only I get 17.3 inches.
I get
so
it.
I'm going to walk all the way to one edge of the wall, and then I'm going to push away from it so I can swing around to the side of the wall, and then crawl up a little bit. It's going to be like a pendulum act, right?
Now, do you shoot each end of the rope into the wall again as you get to the other side?
No, I've never, no.
Like pythons.
Right.
Yeah, as you ascend the mountainside. That's
Please, Annie, please
No,
tie
I-
the rope to something on
Reminds me
you.
of the time
You don't need to
Bill
roll.
Hickok climbed Mount Everest.
I'm going to roll.
Please tie something to something.
So, Annie does not tie herself around this rope.
Oh,
She
I do.
begins to pendulum herself from side to side, climbing
Going up a little bit each time.
Yes, up the wall.
And
The
halfway
crowd
through,
has
I think
no
I want to
idea
stop and do like a.
what to make of this insane woman who is doing this, but
Yep.
she does successfully make it up to the top
Oh, good.
of the wall. Once she reaches the top of the wall, she and her 3 companions approach the zip line. 2 companions on the side approach the zip line, grab onto it as all 3 and go barreling straight down. The momentum from this carries them rolling past the next obstacle that they were supposed to deal with, and they find themselves crossing the finish line to the adoration of the crowd for setting a new speed record. They've never seen anyone go this fast before. Meanwhile, down in the arena, the other guy who was still set to fight with Richard and with King Teddy, in the midst of an attack, loses his balance and stumbles backwards accidentally into the cage he'd been in before, which is the door is wide open. And King Teddy, being a man of wisdom and strength and
showmanship.
intelligence, couldn't think of this, but that's okay because Nick is in charge right now. And Nick has enough foresight to take the stick and close the hatch, and then takes the stick and shoves it through the lock, locking the man inside, whereupon the crowd screams and cheers in joy that they have managed to see the defeat of these 2 gladiators by King Teddy and Gatling in the center of the arena in quite an amazing and miraculously creative manner.
I think
The announcer yells out to everyone, "Bravo! Bravo! Bully! Bully! Fantastimissimo! Whatever the hell!" and says, "Congratulations to our fine entertainers tonight. You've done an amazing job in the arena. We applaud you. We will sing ballads and write odes."
This doesn't
Spelled the
sound
same way. They are pronounced Odie in this land. May he be praised. And they allow you all to exit the arena, whereupon the Emperor says to you all, "Oh, my friend, I am so proud of you. You have won the wager. You have, all debts are off. I am so impressed. You're an amazing man. Here's your supplies. Here's a train heading down to LA. You hop on that train, leave the Empire of San Francisco, head all the way down to Los Angeles, whereupon
I forgot my best hat at the hotel in San Francisco. We must turn the train around immediately.
Back we go to San Francisco.
You left your hat in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Yeah, I left my hat in San Francisco. Once you reach Los Angeles,
I think it's funny that he thought that
just
maybe
like,
we would go
we're
through
done.
that quickly.
I think it's funny that we actually are literally being railroaded.
It's like we're just gonna go.
chat got that other. Yeah. Once you reach Los Angeles, you're able to make contact with Dona Maria Valdez de Villa, and she speaks to you guys at a one of the safe houses that she has set up around the city. The city of Los Angeles is the capital of the Duchy of Los Angeles,
Right.
And she is quite aware that the allegiances in the region are not always clear cut. She corroborates for you what you had been told at the beginning of your adventure, that it does appear that the Archduke is waffling, no pun intended, as to which direction he should go, who he should support. And it really seems to be contingent on what happens with this mission to the dam.
Oh.
As one of the leaders of the Alliance, he has been briefed of the situation, and he does not seem all that optimistic that you'll be successful. But he is willing to acknowledge in conversations that she has heard that if that power plant can be stopped and the impact of it negated, it's quite likely that the Alliance can start making more progress down in the Southwest.
So he's playing both sides and trying to have it.
Are
Sitting
we
on the fence.
Are we in the same place on the scale, on the slider, that we were when the fight ended?
'Cause-
Yes.
Okay.
For days?
Let me know when I would have a chance to talk to him.
You would have had a chance to talk to him on the train to LA.
Okay.
Hashtag MetaPoint, nothing clever to hear here. Carry on as you were.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Can we have that conversation?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll back up just a second, and you guys are free to have conversations that would have taken place on the train to LA, and deal with any buffs and or points you want to use.
Okay. So just when we get a chance and no one's looking, take him aside.
I'm writing poetry.
Lose the wasp.
You're good. I can see why the program wants you. Draw it out as long as you can. I gotta go. Now use a meta point and go. Gatling! What a mantastic, I like that word. I shall start using it in conversation. What a mantastic display we put on for the good people of my friend King Norton. Emperor Norton. I degraded him just there because I trounced him so thoroughly.
Did you use your buff or points?
My buff.
Okay.
I can get you out.
No need, good friend. No need. Once this war is done, we shall see our way into a bright and game-filled future.
Okay, well, if you change your mind, let me know. I can get you out.
A mind, like a speeding bullet, does not change once fired. It hits its target.
If it's aimed properly, yeah.
Indeed.
I noticed that my nano wasp is not in his ear anymore, so I send it back.
Oh, fair. That's fair. Nice.
All right, I mean,
Bullet.
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 I don't build anything.
I've written several poems about the destructiveness of war and the inevitability of death.
I wax my chest.
But I do go through all of my supplies over and over again just
Totally.
to make sure that.
Are you gonna stay as Crash?
Yeah, I don't want to spend the meta points just yet.
It makes sense.
And
Are we?
I actually for the first time got some actual work done
I'm
on our
gonna
actual
look at some of
mission
Gatling's.
for the 5 minutes that I was crashed. So
I'm gonna look at some of Gatling's inventions.
I'm gonna stick it out regardless of the discomfort.
Try to fix them.
Okay. So, you guys are in LA and you are getting ready to
Los Angeles, Spanish for the Angelus.
Professor King, I believe it's the angels, actually, if you look at the root of the word.
City of Angels?
Well, that would be
Oh,
La Ciudad,
chat.
yes, but...
Chat. So while you guys are
they done?
in LA,
don't know.
speaking with Maria, word comes to her that there has been an incident downtown.
Downtown LA?
Yeah.
Wait, did Chris just get a show back on the rails? All praise OD, performer of miracles, #MetaPoint.
Thank you.
Where's his
It won't
name?
last,
That's awesome.
but thank you. Yeah, no, word comes to Maria that, and this is right about as you guys are about to set off. She set you up with there is a, for lack of a better term, a industrialist sympathizing
Faction?
railroad baron.
Oh.
Who does have a train set to head out to Phoenix in the not distant future.
The not too distant future?
Not too distant future, thank you.
Next Sunday, AD?
Next morning.
Okay.
And the plan is for you 5 plus Franklin, because he's still stuck with you. Poor Franklin. The plan is for you guys to head out towards the dam. Or towards Phoenix
On his
at least.
railroad, the sympathizers
yeah, it's
railroad.
one of the safest ways to get you in there.
Okay. Okay.
Just because there are so many people concerned about spies and enemy agents and things like that, that going in this way will give you at least a certain degree of cover, as long as you don't reveal yourself too much.
Mr. Roosevelt, may I suggest the black bear?
King Roosevelt.
King
and
but
yes, you
your
may.
stealth bear? I realized it sounded racist when it came out. I did not mean it that way. I meant the stealth one from the other episode. Okay.
My stealth bear, Clancy.
Clancy the stealth bear.
Indeed. He has his own show.
You know, you seem so much cooler in history books.
I don't know how to respond to that, so I shall laugh in discomfort.
But that evening, word comes out to you that, a messenger shows up at Maria's villa. The Via's villa. That's the same word, isn't it? One's the way.
You got Hail Odie for getting it.
It took me almost.
We're
40
Hail
years.
Odie, master of languages.
You know, you could have taken care of that in like one episode of Dora the Explorer.
She is so annoying.
She's
The way she speaks.
Yeah, that's because she's a child and kids are annoying.
No, but
that's
it's
what they do.
It's
that way that sometimes some words are said really loud. Like, who does that?
Yeah, that
Dora and
Holy
Dora.
Odie does that. He whose voice modulation.
Okay, so we got
It's
word. There's an
both
incident. We need to go
non-standard
fix it
and
so we can get on the
loud.
train.
Maria gets word that
Incident.
downtown there has been an incident.
Is it a rat?
That we need to fix before we can get on the train. Let's go.
Yes, there's been an incident at the zoo,
Oh. Always.
and apparently a group of gorillas
Nazi
have
gorillas.
broken free.
No, it's gonna. You know,
They are
it's gonna-
not Nazi gorillas.
Oh, thank God.
That was the prequel to the show, the beta testing.
They're just normal gorillas.
They fought Nazi gorillas during beta testing.
Gorillas.
Yeah, oh yes.
They were
Gorillas.
They
gorillas.
were Nazi.
We'll go back to that
Gorilla.
world sometime.
Guerilla.
No, no,
Tell-
no. Gorillas.
what is this about gorillas?
The gorillas have broken loose and are
From-
rampaging through downtown, killing civilians,
Oh.
and a couple of them have climbed on top of a building and are
Yeah.
throwing things down at the populace.
In downtown Phoenix?
LA.
LA. We have to
Yes.
fix this problem before we can get on the train to go to Phoenix
The local
because the
police
person.
do not seem to be able to deal with it.
Yeah, that does seem really bad for the people of LA.
The town has gone apeshit.
I wonder if
But we're going to Phoenix, right?
Indeed we are, but I think
Indeed.
we may be able to curry favor with the undecided gentleman were we to help him with his ape problem.
What if we let the gorillas just run rampant and then we just kill that guy?
Then
That's
I have
only
to make
one
the-
guy we'd have to kill
Then
as
I
opposed
have to
to
make the
5
gorillas show up again later because chat got them.
Oh.
They're a
Oh,
gift.
I see chat.
They were a gift. They
You
were a
got
hack
us some
attack.
gorillas.
I do
oh,
not think
chat.
chat thought
did
through
you
the
know?
fact that we have many people who have weapons with which taking care of the gorillas. Okay.
We also have a
That was
person
not a
dressed in a
complete
black
sentence.
bear suit.
Do you know what I think would look wonderful on King Teddy?
A gorilla suit?
A gorilla suit.
Most of the gorillas seem to have taken up a position at a construction site.
Oh, good.
There are girders and
barrels,
and
ladders.
Chat, I
ladders.
take back
Oh,
what
for
I said.
F's sake!
How could you do that, chat?
Some of the barrels are on fire,
Now I get it. Now I get it.
and at least one of the gorillas
There's a
did climb
huge
to the top with a not that attractive blonde woman in a pinkish dress.
We can't say we didn't bring
Is
this
it the
on
redhead
show.
in the yellow dress
You know,
that everyone forgets
she's
about?
probably under a lot of stress, and I'm sure she's beautiful inside.
Yeah, no, she's very her face is very angular, like almost pixelated.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yep. Yep.
Really pronounced one eye.
So you're basically just block shaming then. That's fine.
I'm block shaming. You're right. You're right. She is beautiful in her own way.
8-bit
Alright.
beauty.
She's beautiful for 1983.
So let me guess to get to the top.
So Sarah, video games are these things people play.
I was just making sure that I.
Donkey Kong.
Yes.
I wrote it down.
Oh!
I
Wait,
didn't.
what?
My parents did not buy me video games, and I was only 2 in 1983. So.
What in the hell is the Donkey Kong?
But anyway, that's what's going on downtown. Is
Yeah.
there's a hostage
Okay.
situation involving gorillas, barrels, and a construction site.
All right.
I hate love chat.
I love chat. Okay.
I've never been so happy
let's go
to
there.
be playing
Well,
the
first, be careful. We're
professional
gonna have
video gamer
Oh
going
my
into this
God.
situation.
Go Crash Go.
Guys, I got this.
All right. First, be careful as you cross the road. There are several semis and a lot of frogs, and for some reason, alligators in that canal.
Yeah, that's okay. I know the pattern.
And at some point, a guy
Oh.
with a paper route comes by and flings a newspaper. in his face.
Annie
catch it.
Oakley is just opening a beer and gonna watch Crash.
So you head downtown.
Just
Yes.
remember, it was beauty that killed the beast. Hash Bowie for life.
Oh, there it is.
Well,
We got
there
it.
it is.
It's time.
Oh, that
Did
caught
it
it.
happen? Oh, it did
Yeah.
happen. QQ, can we QQ up the song?
Hey, is it gonna be Donkey
Song,
Kong
song,
music?
cute.
No, it's a theme. We got some dancing music. QQ, you gotta join us.
The bear is dancing.
Control them, reroll them, throw them above. They found new dimensions, this isn't love. Heroes compelled, they have no choice. Not model wins of a secret voice.
bear's dancing.
Masters, masters of the metaverse. Masters, masters of the metaverse.
Break it down, Chris.
Masters, masters of the metaverse. Masters,
Do the praise Odin.
Oh yeah, praise Odin.
Oh, thank you. I gotta stop flipping you off. There's too many gifts of that now.
Yeah.
Yes,
But you know, depending on what side I'm sitting on, those could be going to anyone.
It's true. They just all over the place. Birds for days. Yeah, so you guys make it downtown where this situation has started, and there's some of the local cops there around, and they just don't know what to do. Their weapons don't seem to be of any use against these gorillas.
Is one of the cops a giant mouse?
No. But nice reference.
Are we meta meltdowning?
Oh God, please
Are
no.
we rule of cooling?
I think we'll have you really cool first.
Okay, as ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah, this is the time when Christian as Crash could just destroy this. Don't ruin this.
I'm not trying not to ruin it,
I know,
but I
just kidding,
also
just
want
kidding.
to make sure chat gets all the things.
I
they
know,
paid
I know.
for.
We have an hour. That's how we go.
But yeah, so you
It's actually not your job to move things along.
Me?
Just throwing that out there for you.
I know. I can't not. It hurts.
Okay, so you take over in 2 weeks.
Oh no.
Oh.
I just backseat drive.
no safe place to go there.
Rule of cool. We can rule of cool this.
Yeah, we can.
Actually, no, that's a good point though. Now that I haven't looked at what we all have to play with for a moment.
Got a real cool in a meta.
Yeah, we
they
can
just
melt
yelled
down
at me
in a
for
real
pointing that
pool.
out.
Please use the meta meltdown so someone else has to wear this.
But not right now. Let's let Crash defeat Donkey Kong.
I
the
tell you
game-
what, odds, evens, odds, meltdown, evens, rule of cool, because
Alright.
I do want to use at least one. And you have mentioned that I have dropped them often at the same time, and so I do want to give you some opportunities. So odd, even, odd was meltdown, even was rule of cool. So 8, rule of cool.
Alright. Okay.
So when you get there, you are informed by. I'm not going to do it. I almost just endowed a stereotypical Irish police officer,
Yeah,
and
don't do
I just don't want to do it right now.
But I really want to hear you do the voice.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
I don't know. I want to hear it.
See, now I can't get it out of my mouth.
And just use it.
No. So you get down there, and
I can't get it out of my mouth. The words of Holy Odie. Entendres 416.
And at the beginning of the day, Holy Odie said, "Top of the morning to you."
So,
OD!
so you find yourselves downtown at the construction site, and yes, you've been told that there are multiple gorillas in this building. They've climbed up into it, but they had to, just your faces and things. They've.
They're snarling.
QQ
Oh,
broke
Lord.
Chris.
That sounds like a cow farting is what it sounds like.
So yeah, so they have taken up a position inside this construction site. There appear to be about a dozen gorillas
Okay.
roundabout through this building. The zoo is hoping that you can take them alive because they are a very popular attraction.
Well, there's so many.
They are. And at the same time, everyone is aware that there is this poor woman who is being held hostage, presumably near the top of the building. And spoiler alert, she is.
Yes.
Well, now we know. Mystery gone.
All right. Do we roll initiative?
Yeah, let's get initiative. Let's go.
And we're rule of cooling.
Yeah, first thing we do is roll. Cool. What you guys see is a you see about a 5-story building, which is about the tallest that they can make in this area. Well, they can
Okay.
go taller. Anyway, there's a lot of open spaces on the walls. You see gorillas looking out down and going out at you guys.
Silverback.
A couple of them are, yeah. Some big ones hanging out, and every once in a while they'll take something from like a good-sized barrel or box and fling it down at the ground. It'll come crashing into the street below,
Okay.
and that's what you see.
All right.
So yeah, I need initiative from everyone.
35.
35.
I know.
18.
Okay.
20.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
No, that's the wrong kind of die. 36.
For serious? Oh crap.
Crash.
Makes more sense now.
Rolled good, too.
Yeah. Okay. So Crash, what would you like to do in this situation?
Well, this is really like the moment that I've been training for my whole life.
Yes.
And a lot of people probably don't know this about Crash, but he's a professional gamer, and Donkey Kong is kind of what got him into the whole idea of being a gamer professionally, because always going for that high
esports
score.
and all
And
that? Yeah.
so I'm gonna suss out the pattern using my Ultra Vision, and then I'm going to rip off my outfit.
You're all hearing this, right?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Like, tear away Hulk Hogan style, rip off my outfit, revealing a Legend of Zelda cosplay underneath, and then I realized that's the wrong one, so I ripped that off, and there's the Mario outfit. Got the overalls, put on the little hat. I grabbed the pogo stick right out of his bag that Gatling gave him, and I jam it into the side of one of the barrels, so now I've got this big pogo hammer, and I just go. And And every time something gets in my way, like a barrel or a monkey gorilla, smash, smash, smash. But the idea is not to get all the gorillas knocked out, but really to platform my way to the top and save the damsel in distress, or rather the pixelated woman who appears to be upset about something, possibly being tied up at the top of a building by 12 gorillas, who somehow tied her up.
That was an excellent description of what you would like to do, Crash. Thank you for that. Since you went first, King Teddy, why don't you go second?
Pass. I want to watch Crash do that thing.
Oh, what happens if we all pass?
No, you
it's a rule you have
You
to-
gotta play. It's
gotta
in the
play?
rules. Yep.
I don't know. I'll challenge Donkey Kong to a rap battle or something. I don't know.
You gonna challenge one of the gorillas to a rap battle?
Donkey Kong to a rap battle. I guess.
The king gorilla.
The King Gorilla,
Sure,
whoever
the King
it is. is at the
Gorilla.
top.
You challenge to a rap battle.
Yeah, don't vote for me.
Well, see,
You might have you might have just picked the one thing that's actually gonna beat.
God damn it.
because I pay attention to things,
Chat,
I'm
don't
waiting
hate
for
us.
him to grab the pole
Please.
out of my bag, and I'm grabbing his railgun out of the other bag.
Okay.
And I'm setting it up and holding my action so that whenever he gets up to anything that might actually hit him, I'll just have that railgun shot.
Okay.
And I'm
so
just
you're
going to
saying-
hold my action to his actions every round
Okay.
till something
So you're
threatens.
gonna track Crash as he's trying
Oh,
to go
yeah.
up through this thing and do some suppressing
Yeah,
fire.
help me out with an
as it
extra
were.
life or something.
Yeah, that's what-
Throw a watermelon at me in case I lose health.
I like it.
Can I change my action?
No, can't. Sorry, you've already locked it in.
King Teddy, may I King Teddy, may I ask a boon of you?
Yes.
But he can't grant it because he's
No.
already locked it in.
No. I just need his permission to take the black bear suit.
You may take Clancy.
Okay, thank you for lending me Clancy. I have disguise makeup as something that Emily is very good at.
You do have that.
So I
yes.
will quickly disguise myself using the black Clancy bear to be as gorilla-like as I can. So I still have my ninja outfit, so I look very gorilla-like.
I just want to say for the record, chat, please, dear God, no one make fan art of this.
Please don't do
Thank
that.
you.
Thus ensuring.
I never thought I'd see Miss Dickinson in a Teddy.
That's fan art Chris wouldn't mind,
Oh,
actually.
That was well timed, sir. Well timed.
It is hot in here.
So anyway,
Oh man.
I get gorilla gussied up, and then because they would not suspect me as a foe, I just gorilla saunter up to one of them, and then I would use my boosted ability once I'm very close to one as a swarm attack and swarm attack them.
I do love that that's the sound effect for swarm attacks.
What? I didn't figure I could climb 5 flights of stairs to get the girl.
Just saying.
Could I do that? Because I would rather do that.
If you make the right noises when you jump.
Okay. I would like to do that. I want to dress like a gorilla, jump up and get the girl, and take her back. To safety.
Sneaking.
You're gonna start climbing the building.
As a gorilla,
Okay.
yes. Because I'm mimicking actions. I don't want them to think
see.
I am a foe.
I'm with you. Annie, what are you gonna do?
Well, I assume there is a grocery store in the nearby area.
Downtown LA.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Annie knows quite a bit about guns, but she not so much about animals, so she assumes that
I heard Pogo Hammer. Does anyone know if John Egbert was involved? I don't know. Maybe the thought of that just stuck a little at home in my heart. Hashtag MetaPoint now that the inevitable MSPA reference was made. This show has won the internet.
Thank you, Chad.
It's about time we won the damn
Won the
internet.
internet!
We've been in the running
For a
for so
while.
long, every year, but we just never kept going.
I want to thank all the haters who brought us to this.
Oh, there's not very many.
So, assuming that gorillas are obsessed with bananas,
Obviously.
Uh-huh.
I am going to a local grocery store and taking as many bananas
Are you
as
paying for
I
the bananas?
possibly can.
As many of them winter bananas?
Are you paying for the bananas?
There is a
He
crisis.
said
No,
taking.
it's
taking
winter here, which means that in some tropical regions, these actually are it's a good time to.
Yeah, with all that overseas trade we've got.
That we do.
Oh, well, that's all the Empire of San Francisco is known for. Oh, but we're in LA.
Of course,
Right.
of course
sure,
there's,
no
there's the
problem.
whole.
Huge
You're gonna
Huge
do a banana thing on the
This
gorilla.
is the logical breakdown. This is where we've drawn the line.
No,
Two Irishmen looking for work see a sign that reads, "Tree fellers wanted." Patty says, "Oh
There's
no,
only two
what
of
a
us."
pity there's only 2 of us." Hashtag MetaPoint.
Oh god,
That
I'm
was
so
bad. That was
dehydrated.
bad, chat.
you know.
All right, thank you, chat.
And here I was just thinking that the gorillas wasn't discovered till 1936.
So,
So once I have the
So,
bananas in
yes.
hand, I'm going to run back to the scene of the crime. Now, Crash has informed us that the barrels will be coming out at certain speeds and rates.
He informed you of no such thing.
Okay, he didn't. Okay.
I'm sorry, Gatling might have told you. Crash is not going to talk to you.
Do I notice that barrels are being thrown?
yes, being thrown, yeah.
Thank you. I'm going.
But it's some sort of primitive attempt at randomization.
It doesn't matter.
Just that they're being thrown.
They're being. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the bananas down. When a barrel is taken out, I'm gonna collect the barrel, and then I'm gonna hold the banana. And when Crash, when he's going through, it seems like he's gonna get attacked. I'm gonna shoot the banana, which will hopefully upset the gorillas.
Hashtag
Yeah, they get really
MetaPoint.
mad.
Remember, Annie, there is always money in the banana stand.
Nice.
There is always money.
Did we do another Arrested Development earlier? Yes, we did it.
And then I'll throw the
you want
banana
to-
in the barrel, hoping that they want to come after the
So-
banana.
The shot banana.
You're gonna hold bananas
Bananas
hostage.
hostage.
Yes.
So,
It's the my banana, shot banana.
But in
So-
hopes of helping to distract so that Crash can get through the course more easily.
No,
I
no,
feel like you have a better chance just like holding one banana and stroking it.
Miss Annie Oakley does not do such acts in public.
So I
With a gun.
appreciate that we have you've given your thing. So let's
Recap.
recap please. So chat may vote.
Balls out Donkey Kong style.
I hide in the shadows.
Rap battle with King Gorilla.
Yeah.
Side note: please remember, win or lose, you have to do the action.
So do you.
Don't worry, the
I
gorilla.
was misinformed
Odie,
on the rules.
That means you have to do
Of
the
the
rap
rule of
battle.
cool.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get ready.
We're going. It's gonna go full bananas. You don't even know.
Overwatch.
Oh no. Bananas.
I'm playing Overwatch.
Oh
with,
right, that's right,
with
that's
the
right. Yeah,
railgun.
the sniper. Right.
Like
yeah.
Winston.
I'm dressing like a gorilla and subverting the gorilla intelligence and climbing up the building to rescue the maiden.
You're gonna subvert the gorilla patriarchy and
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
I'm holding bananas hostage and putting them in barrels, hopefully so that monkeys will come and then we'll have monkeys in a barrel.
Oh lord.
Barrel
She
of
really wants the
monkeys.
monkeys to come in the barrel.
Why?
Well,
I don't know, because they're gorillas. Okay.
Annie's not very good at animals.
He's not good at it.
Well, if you're trying to make never
No.
mind.
Don't.
Never
I
mind.
don't even know what you were gonna
So
say.
we'll see the vote. The vote will happen, and we'll see what happens.
Oh god.
I know. It hurts.
This waiting period is like the worst part.
Oh.
Well, I don't expect to
Oh
win.
god, you have
Oh no, I haven't looked at that. I'm not looking at that. No. I don't want to know voting.
Oh god.
I know it'll just depress me. It's like almost everybody voted for the damn bananas.
No, my
Or the rap
plan
battle.
should work. It works with Crash's plan.
I know.
Well, it doesn't. He still is going to do his plan, whether or not chat votes for it.
So
Yeah, I'm going for it either way.
Good.
Yes.
we do have a winner, and
Bananas?
it is Crash.
Oh, there you go.
Oh thank God!
Thank you, Chad, for having a soul.
Chat, you make dreams come true.
And
Because
Crash,
I've been waiting for this moment for like 14 episodes.
Crash did win initiative.
Crash did.
Crash gets to go first.
Awesome.
Defeat the king in 1 round, please.
And then none of us have to go.
Exactly.
But that's not what my action was to do. I wasn't trying to defeat the
Correct.
king. I'm
Saving
going
the
to
girl.
save the human person. And I don't want to really hurt any of the gorillas unless they get in my way, in which case they get pogo heavy.
So-
You knew the game, you knew she's non-interactive deco. It's not an actual person.
So I don't need you to roll because you won the chat vote. So you will have a critical success. So yeah. So Richard Gatling behaves in a way that
It's
is
a me, Crash!
a little different than you've seen him act
Mr.
before.
Tally Man Tally me bananas. Daylight come and me want me waffle. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Thank you,
Thanks,
chat.
chat.
They know that they're really close to a second waffle, so they're
Ooh.
if they may have actually even hit it there. So
I'm excited for these
yeah,
meta
so
points.
Crash, you do. I mean,
I'm just trying to get to the top, maybe knock
So-
a couple gorillas around.
Gatling rips off his coat, and underneath he is dressed head to toe in this green tunic with a little belt tied around.
Professor, that's
As he
very
pulls off his
interesting.
hat, there's this kind of like greenish, almost like a kerchiefy type hat sitting up here, and such. White, glistening arms sticking out from this tunic, and then he looks down at himself and says, "Shit!" Rips that off quickly. Because you said Zelda first.
Hashtag MetaPoint and Banana might have something to say about holding bananas hostage. He would definitely prefer them stroked than squashed. Praise be to OD and the gorilla army, whose barrels are to be feared.
Thank you, Chad.
He's not happy. He's feeling bad.
Pulls off the tunic, flings it down, and yeah, now he's dressed in this odd collection of suspenders.
Of primary colored
coveralls.
overalls and shirt, yeah.
Yeah, and later on, I'm not even sure Gatling will have any idea why he decided to prep this way today.
But I mean, for anybody who's worked with him before, you could tell it's Crash. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
So you reach over to the bag, the satchel that Appleseed had, pull out from it the pogo thingamajigger. You slam it into
to the side of
nearby
a barrel, so I have a big hammer shaped pogo.
and you pick it up.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna say, I think you should use your Titan thing, is just to have the
Yeah,
strength to pull this off.
I like the idea that I like smash the hammer down on the ground to launch myself up in the air, like a reverse strength test. Hammer pogo.
I
Makes
love that
sense.
idea.
So he just goes running in with this
Physics might be-
huge hammer that he's
And
built
yeah,
out of a
pull
barrel,
off the Titan punch.
a
Let's
pogo
just
thing, and starts running in. And you guys actually see him when he first enters the building.
Oh yeah.
Because the lower floor of the building is more or less complete. But you do at one point, you hear this insane cackling from inside, because Crash is really happy about the situation, and he does keep saying, "It's me, a Crashio!" You're like, dude?
with the occasional booyah.
Yes.
thrown in.
And while that is going on, at one point a gorilla comes flying out of one of the windows on the first floor, and just goes slumping into the street from this, and then there's kind of a pause, and then a couple more come flying out from the second floor, and also just kind of land, and they aren't dead, but they're definitely dazed, and the zookeepers who had shown up, waiting for someone to somehow do their job for them, because realistically that's what's happening here. They start tending to the wounded gorillas and taking care of them and whatnot. And yeah, after a little bit, a fourth gorilla comes out as well, and so that is
My turn. now.
Crash's action.
Nice.
He's just
Does he
barreling
get to
through.
the top to the princess?
Stick my head out the window.
Not in one
Not
round.
quite.
No.
No.
Not in one
I
round.
do stick my head out the window. I did something. Then I'm back in.
Next up is Emily.
All right. So I want to disguise myself,
Yes.
and I want to climb up the walls.
Yes, you're a 3-point penalty.
Yes, I know.
Yep.
And I want to try to. How far up the walls can I get? Sort of depending on how I roll.
Yeah.
Okay. And against the gorillas noticing me, I want to use my Jenica buff.
Okay.
So they
I
have a
gotcha,
harder time noticing that I am
That's fine, yeah.
human.
Well played.
What?
Are you all the way around?
I'm all the way Avatar now.
You can't use your buff if you're all Avatar,
What?
because the buff is something Jenica can tap into, and when you're all Avatar, you have no access to Jenica.
Use a meta
You
point.
can
We've
go-
got a bunch.
You have a bunch of metal points. You
I
can
know,
knock
but I
yourself
want to
one
use the
floor.
little dice to do the disguise thing.
So
Then use 4 of them and get all the way to the other side.
Huh?
We have
Yeah.
a few.
So use a
Spend
meta,
some, then spend some more when
But
you're
then I
done.
don't have climbing walls.
So use a meta point.
Okay, using a meta point.
Now
Use
you
the
activate.
Now I'm gonna activate the buff. Then I'm gonna use
Correct.
another meta point.
Hold on.
And go back.
Your ninja character
Very
sheet
simple.
doesn't have climbing walls?
No,
No, it
my
does.
ninja.
She's talking about Jenica.
She does have cat.
I'm with you. You're
I have to
all
play.
set now.
Okay.
I'm on the same wavelength. The points to take care
I
of
beat-
it.
I am too now, thanks.
I
sorry.
beat disguise by 1,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna climb.
1 with the penalty.
No. Not with the penalty.
So you start to climb.
Did you
So I start to
use
What
climb.
about your Patreon?
Patreon?
I already used it.
You already used it.
So then I
what,
started-
wait.
What?
You've got a Don't you have a divine relationship?
Oh, I do. I'm divine relationship.
Oh, you could. Reroll, yeah. Well played.
Okay. Reroll. Do you want me to use the one that I used for climbing for
The
disguise?
one you just failed, that's
Just
the one you need to do.
Reroll it. Okay, I beat that one. I got that one right on with the penalty.
With the penalty.
Yes, and the other one I
Okay.
beat with the penalty by 2.
Okay.
So I'm
So it's
disguised
not the
and climbing.
greatest. It's not the greatest black bear.
It was very
or certainly the
quick.
greatest gorilla impression ever. Black bears might actually fall for it. I'm not sure. Maybe because you're wearing a black bear.
Super authentic black bear.
Yeah. But so you
Closest
start
thing we had.
climbing your way up and through, and yeah, you manage to get to the second floor unaccosted. Thank you for your oohing.
I'm blending.
Yes, you are blending. Jebediah, you're up next.
So when he grabbed the pole, did I grab his railgun?
Absolutely.
Right.
I wasn't sure what had just happened.
Any well, you know. Never mind. So I'm just watching him, staying on hold
Okay.
till any gorillas
Thus
move
far,
on.
all you've seen from the gorillas are the ones that have come
Flying.
out the windows from Crash.
All right.
If only it was like the golden eye.
Well, so can I see the big one up on top?
No. Not currently.
All right.
Not from the ground, at least.
Next.
If you were up higher in an adjacent building or something, then you could start, looking across and such. But from where you are, that angle, no.
All right, then I suppose for my action, I'll just run up to an adjacent building and sprint up the stairs.
Okay, that sounds good. And yeah, as you start getting up there and you're running up the stairwell, and for some reason the stairwell happens to be oriented perfectly so that you can look outside windows and look across the doorway or the roadway, and you do see every once in a while other gorillas.
Then I'll just set up shop right there
Sounds good.
for the next round.
Cool. Teddy, you are going to challenge the King Gorilla to a rap battle, I believe.
I believe that is what is going to happen.
After you, sir.
I don't roll for this? Okay.
Well, I mean,
Does he see the king gorilla?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I can't just...
I mean, he basically just has to call him out, right?
yeah, you yell out, and
you, King Gorilla.
So give me your call out. How do you do this?
Hadn't written one
Don't
of those.
forget, Franklin's got to be his hype man.
Franklin, give me a beat. Now stop. King Gorilla, I challenge you to a rap battle. Show yourself, be ye man. Or man-ape.
And there is a pause, and the King Gorilla does poke its head over the roof and look down.
T to the E to the double D Y. If you land in Teddy's rifle sights, you're likely going to die. Be ye beast, be ye man. When you hit that earth so wormy, that is not where you'll be buried, for I practice taxidermy. I will stuff you, I will mount you. You'll be reborn from my womb to then proclaim my godly greatness in my trophy hunting room, for I'm the king. Oh yes, how'd I land this royal gig? It's because I walk really softly and the stick that I carry is motherfucking big!
Yo.
Bully.
Yo.
Need something to drop?
King Gorilla looks over the side, looks down at you. Then goes back. Over the side.
Franklin's all like, I think you took that round, sir.
That was incredible.
It was really good.
It's I.
Annie, you're up.
Well, she is currently just like in shock
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
at Teddy. Very excited. Okay, well,
You can go banana hunting.
I run, which I
So
assume.
Annie, I need from you a let's see, what would be an appropriate thing to ask? Let's go with soul. We're gonna use that as luck. I need you to beat your soul check.
Do you need to beat my soul?
You need to roll against your soul, please.
You could roll that one. You're right in the middle.
I know. I'm thinking Annie Oakley doesn't get to say, "Hey, I'm Annie Oakley. Can I take your bananas?"
You need to find out if they have any
As
to start
pickup
off with.
lines go.
Also, you're carrying a gun.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing you can do with a gun is rob people.
So you gotta head to the grocery store. What you gonna do?
Yes, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, and you want me to roll something? You want me to roll my soul?
Yeah, you need to beat your soul roll.
What?
All right, I'm
Yeah,
taking a
roll.
meta point.
Take 2.
No, I'm going here.
Okay.
No, crap. No, I'm going here. I still won. Don't worry. Because then... Oh, screw it!
You've got a bunch of meta points right now.
I know, I took one more!
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I missed it by one.
Patreon?
I've already
used
used
it
it.
earlier on her trick shot.
Oh, right.
I missed it by one.
So you run into the general store, and there's a bit of a line.
Yeah, she's like,
And I'm all rosy, so I wait in line.
You do for a moment,
Yeah.
but then everyone can tell that you seem a little bit hectic. And the guy running the counter looks over at you and says, "Miss, can I help you?"
I need your bananas.
The poor shopkeepers in this world.
I lost my pants.
I need your banana.
Yes.
I'm making a hat.
We have no bananas.
Ask for plantains.
Yes, you have no bananas.
yeah,
We have no bananas today.
I knew that one.
Oh, okay, hold on.
And he goes back to the first person in line and starts helping them out.
I
And that was the gorilla's turn.
I gotta take this.
just get to say.
You're just gonna wait in line.
My dear, dear friend Mags, I have been waiting 20 minutes to make that joke. Wasn't really worth it, but it was still fun.
You made her cry a little bit.
Oh, I was laughing so hard I started.
You made dads around the world proud. All praise OD.
Odie for
That
his
one I will
dad
take.
jokes.
All of the other ones, not so much. That one I will take.
I'll praise OD, whose ass is so flat you could grow corn on
So
it.
the
It's not-
only
he actually has a very
one
nice
of you who
little
has any gorillas around right now is you, Crash.
Okay.
And
very good.
you're about midway up to this building or so.
Okay, I got plenty.
And now
I got
meltdown.
this. I got
And,
this.
and actually, yeah, we do need to drop a meltdown.
Oh, thank God, I'm
first,
taking this off.
Where are they going?
First, I'm going to do the gorillas attacking you because they need to do their round first. So,
Okay.
So there are. I can't wait to find out what that was about. A couple of gorillas are going to charge you, Crash,
The last thing
Yeah,
I
that would be
know is
crazy not to.
and they're going to run towards you. And I will need.
Oh God.
I will only need 2 defensive checks.
Oh man, that seems like a lot.
They each had 2 attacks, and I rolled an 18 and an 18. On
Yeah,
2 of them.
that's really awesome.
Yeah.
But I did win, and zigging and zagging was a big part of my critical hit this turn.
Take a 3-point bonus.
Okay, I totally bullshit you out of that 3-point bonus, but I will take it.
And remember it when you're the GM.
Oh, okay. You think I'm not going to cut you any breaks, buddy? I'll cut you all the breaks. You'll have broken arms, broken legs.
Breaks the
Cuts.
days.
I made the first one.
Sweet.
Second one is dicier. Dicier.
And dads are happy again.
3. Shit, I'm rolling like you now.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
In fact, the second gorilla that charged at you, and with that roll and with its rolls, that gorilla, as it came running towards you, you definitely dodged out of the way, and it went straight out the window.
Nice. That's an excellent dodge.
splat.
So one more gorilla is missed.
I can't praise OD for that.
It does count as a dad joke.
I'm converting.
Praise the dad.
You can't. It was for the whole session. You said you loved me. That sounded wrong. Okay, that was the gorillas. First
For
up
the
is
whole
Crash.
Oh, Jesus. Bill.
Are we, what,
Oh, meltdown.
But we're melting down.
Yeah, let's do that meltdown.
Oh,
I only had 1 meltdown today so far. So,
oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So who's got? You got?
I got him.
Who do you got first?
Right now I got Richard Gatling.
That's gonna go to our good friend Jebediah.
I know him.
Who do you got next?
Oh,
I got the lovely Miss Emily Dickinson.
That is going to go to you.
Me?
Yep.
Johnny Appleseed.
That's gonna go to Rosie.
Hey, Sarah, trade you.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy is gonna go. Yep. To over to Jenica.
and you get
Which leaves you with the lovely Miss
Annie
Annie
is gonna be
Oakley.
played by Nick.
All right. Good Lord, my stats are crap.
Oh no. Here's the thing. Johnny took that off about an hour ago.
from you.
I don't have anything. I'm
That
not.
tot
your
is
glasses.
nowhere
I
to be
saw that
seen.
pack
But
some
it's
more.
just, I mean, that's
want
for
you to know I
Jenica.
saw
That's
that.
for the. It's for
You can wear
the.
it.
Not
if you
okay.
You could wear this. You could do the
Yeah,
hair.
deal.
And then
Can't wear the
we're
bear
staying
with
where
that.
we are on our.
I don't have a slider. I don't have a shock.
That's
System
what I
shock to
thought.
drop
So
on you. Don't get me wrong. If I had them, I would throw them at you incessantly, but I don't have them.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the bear.
Yeah,
The bear attacks
Annie's thing
me
is that her
every
stats
time.
are crap. She's got 4 body, 4
Yeah, but
mind,
my
4
gun?
soul.
Great.
She's amazing with a shot, and she's convinced that she's great at everything else. So, which actually earned you some more character building points because of your delusion.
I know.
So, first up is going to be Gatling, Richard Gatling.
really,
Yeah.
well, shit. You're telling me I'm 2 stories up and
Yep.
I'm now in a hallway.
Yep.
How many gorillas? Are
There's one gorilla on you currently, and there are others that are aware that you're working your way up the building.
And I'm Jebediah.
Yeah, you're all Jebediah.
We have meta points.
All right. Here's what's gonna happen. This is all I'm gonna do on this round right here. I'm gonna look that gorilla right in his face, and I'm gonna go "Ah," like this, and I'm gonna use it as a feint. I'm using my brain. Gonna get him thinking up here, and then I'm gonna kick him square in.
That's 2 weeks in a row you've gone there.
Kelly really
That's a
likes it.
gorilla.
Okay, give me the shot.
That's a gorilla.
No pun intended.
Not. So I gotta do a mind roll first to fool him, or just you want me to?
Yeah, give me a mind check first.
I beat it by 1.
Awesome. Give yourself a 2-point bonus to your attack roll.
I beat it by 5.
I did not make the defensive check, so yes, you do catch that gorilla square in the happy sack. Sounds like that.
Wow.
Good enough for me.
And you're using Gatling right now, right?
Yep.
Or actually, are you attacking this?
Well, I'm me, but I'm in Gatling's body, so it means that his unarmed is a
7.
7.
I appreciate
I will generously give you 10 points of damage on that.
I appreciate your bodily sacrifice for the cause of greatness. We must rescue the damsel immediately. Onward. Bully. Tally ho.
Mad Libs of Matt right there. It's like, next up is Emily.
Well, as you can see, I've put on a bear suit and I've stealthily climbed up the side of the building, pretending to be a gorilla, making really good gorilla sounds the whole way
What would
up.
those sound like again?
If I remember correctly, they were like, ooh, 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 like that.
Sounds good.
But realizing that this plan is dumb, I look in the window to see if there's any like gorillas killing my friends. And when I see that there are,
Yeah, you're on the same floor as Gatling, yeah.
I continue Crash's work.
So you
Okay,
swing
you're
out the
Crash.
window.
You're Crash
I'm
Emily
going to
Dickinson.
use a one meta point,
Okay.
and I'm going to. I see these throwing knives are really cool, so
Yes.
I'm gonna wing a throwing knife into the buttocks of a gorilla that is near enough to hit with a ranged attack.
There is a gorilla that is currently attacking Gatling.
Oh,
and you
perfect.
could-
That's the one
you could throw a
specifically
couple
that I would
shotgun
like
if
to
you wanted
attack.
Yeah, you could. I think you have 2 attacks if you use the same attack style.
Okay, then I will use 2 attacks.
You could
Okay.
also move back to
Go
where
for
you
it.
were, and I would use a min-max so that you could still.
It's a lovely idea, actually.
I like that
If that's
idea.
a
So I'll
possibility.
burn my min-max so he gets the d8s on either side.
And that is beautiful. And there are how many gorillas in this room?
Just the one right now.
Just the one gorilla.
Yep.
Okay. So 2 attacks at Mr. Gorilla.
Can't
Yep.
even see you. I'm like,
He's
hello.
one of your.
Always.
Thank you.
Me too.
It's a 5, and her avatar ACV with that is 15. No. 10.
Her throwing
Her
star
throwing
is at a
star is
14.
only a 10.
No, it's at a 14.
Oh. Okay. Yes, I see it now.
14.
I rolled a 5, so
You rolled a
good.
5?
Yeah.
Oh, so you beat by a lot. Yeah, okay. And your second throw?
I beat by a lot again. I rolled 6 that time.
Sweet. Okay, so that's...
Also, because I am Emily Dickinson currently,
Do you
can I
have-
use cultural arts? Sorry, I couldn't help it.
only...
Yes.
I deserved the claw right there.
You can use it to discuss the various advantages and disadvantages to the styles of boat that are currently being used by the San Franciscan Navy.
All right.
Whose turn is it?
I know what I'm doing next
So
turn.
next up is going to be Johnny, and actually with those two, and then the unarmed that he had done earlier, that is actually enough to incapacitate this gorilla.
Oh, we did good with the throwing stars.
Yeah.
Ninja
Now
Emily
it's-
Dickinson rocks.
Now it's Johnny.
Yes, yeah, Johnny's up next.
All right. Rosie, upon finding herself in the body of Johnny Appleseed,
Uh-huh.
Old man.
remembers that last time this happened, Jebediah took over the body of Annie Oakley and made her shoot herself in the foot.
Yes, this did happen.
Rosie looks across, sees King Gorilla, right? Because he was set up.
Yes.
Excellent. Johnny Appleseed, old geriatric Johnny Appleseed, is going unsure of what the gorilla prefers. Is going to take off his pants. Then he's going to take his shirt and do that 90s girl where you like slip it through,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
And then take 2 apples,
That was hot. Back then.
right? Take 2 apples and put 1 in each thing so he's got apple boobs.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've
And
all been
then
there.
Johnny Appleseed
Pineapple apple boob.
is going to seduce the gorilla
From across the building.
from across the building with the no pants and the sexy 90 apple boobs.
I'll allow it.
That
I knew he would.
That gorilla's
Give-
just gonna
give-
get jealous.
Give yourself a 4-point
She has
bonus.
some-
I was going to use my buff if you weren't going to
Give yourself a 4-point
Nope,
bonus.
Bugs Bunny dressing up like Girl Bunny is always funny. Do it.
Hey, don't kink shame that gorilla. She
Okay.
happened to find what he's into.
So I get a 4-point bonus.
Yep.
Excellent. I'm also going to use my Rosie buff, so
Sounds good.
technically I have a 9-point bonus.
Oh, good lord. You have to roll a 20.
She's using a rosy buff over it.
She beat it by
So-
16.
Yes.
By 16?
Yes.
So you do, you set down the rifle. You set up Johnny in the most attractively seductive pose you can think of.
I would really like to hear you say whatever come on line you're going to use, and I hope to
I would
God it
like
has a
to
lot
hear
of
that
S's.
too.
I can't do a lisp very well. That's
can
why I
write-
was hoping Chris would say.
No, no, I
Write
wanna
it down
hear-
for me and I'd say it.
No.
Just go th whenever you're going to go.
A lot of S. Oh crap.
At the thick of tongue.
Sir! Oh, sir! My shirt seems to be small. And I'm about to just fall out of it.
And
Just
that's when the apples go flying, right?
right, but then the apples get replaced. Real like there's a turnaround and like a butt shot, and then like the apples go back in, so you turn back around and the apples are still there. I don't think you like bananas. I think you like apples. And I just gotta say, I have an endless supply.
Jonathan, I am disturbed by this turn of events.
I like to eat
Oh god.
apples and bananas.
Am I done?
I'm gonna have that song.
Can I be done so I still gorilla?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, if I
there is no defense for that. The king gorilla is just really interested in what you've got going on
Yeah,
there.
and I'm beckoning him
And,
to come to this building.
And he, the woman that he had, he's like,
Right off the side of the building.
doesn't throw her off the building,
Hey, get back over here, apple bosom.
and throws her off to
Yeah.
to his side. And,
Gonna give me some
and yeah, he actually goes over to the side. He climbs. He starts climbing down the side of the building.
So he's climbing down the side of the building, and there are apples now on the ground from her bosom. His bosom.
Yes, 2 fell out in one of the shimmies.
Great.
Correct.
It's my turn, yes?
It is Teddy's turn.
Fantastic. I'm taking an apple, and since I have sports football, I'm going to hurl an apple at the King Kong, Donkey Kong, man, gorilla thing, and peg him right in the head.
That's really not how you play football.
Do it. Give me the roll. Yeah.
You're gonna try to knock his ass out?
Football.
Give me
You
the
got
roll.
this.
Hold on.
Use your claws.
I can't. I beat that by 6. Yes.
Sweet. He's
With a spiral. It's a spiraling apple.
failed that defensive check too. So you wind that apple up, and you manage to smack him right upside the head.
This is how we play sports
This
in
actually
college.
distracts the king of the gorillas.
Yes.
He loses his balance. He slips, and he comes crashing down to the ground.
Excellent.
And then Annie, you are up next, and he is unconscious from the fall.
All right.
Victory for King Teddy.
Did I see what Mr. Johnny Appleseed did?
Yes.
I'm going to mistakenly think that is our new tactic, and I will then take off my pants, put the apples in my shirt, go back to the shopkeeper and ask, now can I have some bananas? Also,
We
does
broke
this,
QQ, chat. We
does
broke
this hat
QQ.
make me look like Humpty Dumpty wearing a teacup?
Oh, I'm done. Broken.
We still have no bananas. Actually,
sure?
since you asked that question, it would be yes. We have no bananas. We have no bananas today.
Are you sure?
I've got some plantains, but they're not ripe.
He does. He will go and he will find you the nearest, whatever the nearest to a banana-shaped fruit or vegetable he can
One of those
find.
little runts, the candy out of the thingy.
The
little-
well, this is pre,
Those
unfortunately.
those terrible little-
You know
There's no
what?
bananas in
he
LA
is
in 1890
so
either.
disturbed by this that he takes a zucchini, a can of yellow paint, dips it in, hands it to you, and says, "Just please go."
Now, was that so hard?
It is now.
Hopefully it's quick drying paint.
So she's
No,
got
it's not. It's
2
paint
apples
straight.
and a long yellow zucchini.
2 apples that I didn't pay for.
Yes. Yes.
Taking out the front of her shirt now.
Yes.
Annie Oakley, American legend.
It wasn't hard.
And at the end of that, you go back to your regular identities.
Do you mind taking this back?
No.
Oh Lord.
Thank you.
With the defeat of the king gorilla, that is somehow enough to convince the other gorillas to stand down. They aren't fully organized in a militia type arrangement, but they do have a sense of hierarchy, and they've recognized that there is a new alpha at play. And
Teddy?
and yeah, I mean, actually, it would be Teddy after
'Cause I
knocking
took
down,
him down, yeah.
King Gorilla. So Teddy, you are now king of the gorillas as well.
Committed
Congratulations.
suicide rather than face me in a rap battle. That is the conclusion we shall take.
No, he survived.
Franklin?
Survived the fall.
Oh, yes.
Tried.
I think that's actually
Attempted
the
suicide.
most normal meltdown we've ever had.
It's true.
Why do I have a banana between my breasts, which seem to be apples?
You know, I wasn't going to say anything, but Miss Oakley is looking very nice today.
So you
Say, madam, is that a zucchini painted yellow in your bosom, or?
so you managed to
Or am I
Lord.
just happy to see you when standing too close?
so you've managed to
Can I start using the Clancy the bear to wipe off
yes,
the gorilla
yes.
makeup?
So you were able to you were thanked by the
Bear down.
zookeepers for your
Bear down.
work on helping to contain the gorillas, and you were able to return back to Maria,
okay.
who will set you up the next morning. You'll hop on the train to head out to the dam
I
to
thought that was
deal
Miss Patty.
with the to deal with
Sad bear drinking in the car.
Sad bear drinking.
to deal with the dam situation.
Awesome.
So we're back on the train. We're gonna go to now. We're
You
on the
are.
way to
It's
the dam.
It's the next morning, and Maria bids you farewell, and you are able to sneak. Well, not sneak, but you're up on this. You're on this train. In theory, in a stealthy way. We'll find out
We're
next
on
week.
the stealth train
We'll
to the dam.
find out next week just how
On the
stealthy
stealth
you are.
train to
Yeah.
the dam.
Stealth train, yeah.
Oh wow.
Train.
That was
Thank you,
Still
Chad.
That was just too damn much fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I didn't even think about the crash thing with Donkey Kong when that came up. Like, holy cow. But yeah, so that's where things end up.
He did.
That's where things end off, is that you guys find yourself
Back on the train.
back on the
train.
train, heading
Going to
east
Phoenix.
to Phoenix
Okay,
to deal with the dam. I know there's at least one more waffle to
Waffle.
hand out. I know
It's a
there's some other
waffle.
announcements folks wanted to make.
Just so we're clear, we started the campaign closer to the dam than we ended it.
No, we were in Northern California. We went down to Southern California. Now we're going across
We were
to
in
Phoenix.
Nevada, weren't we?
We were in Nevada.
And we haven't even gotten to Phoenix
But
yet.
you didn't have to cross a desert on foot.
Okay, there's this.
It
more-
was the biggest problem, is you had no resources to really make that crossing. And
We had Clancy.
I think wearing a black bear suit to cross a desert might be.
Genius.
so Christian, if you want to drop
Foolhardy.
that waffle, and then I know Emily has some stuff. Is Emily out there? Yeah. Cool.
Do you want to do announcements first? Because I got
Announcements,
get some stuff together.
He's gonna get his guitar and
Do
stuff.
you announce first, or do you want?
Announced.
He's got to
It
get
doesn't
the
matter to
guitar.
me.
So
I just need a minute or two.
I think it might be better to do the waffle first.
Yeah, I think so.
With everything, yeah.
Just
That's
said
what
he needed a minute.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to get it.
I know. I'm trying to help you.
I know
I'm
you
sorry.
were. Thank you so much.
So, I
very
will
helpful.
just vamp then for a moment.
Okay.
So,
You can all vamp.
Thank you, everyone who's been
Vamp,
watching
vamp.
and such. If you haven't been checking it out,
The bear smell.
please go ahead and pay attention to what's going on Patreon.com/zombieorpheus. Check out Hyper's account as well. I know that they have a Patreon going on.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who's been supporting us on that and keeping things going. We've been very, very blessed with the support on the show and very thankful for that.
we
And
love
that
you
includes
guys.
the crazy ass things that you guys do, like throwing Donkey Kong at us in the middle
Oh, you
of
did
LA.
that? Oh, yeah. That
was them.
Good job.
And also the praising of Odie.
Did you think Chris had a Donkey Kong? And,
Yeah, I
like,
was not going to throw Donkey Kong at you randomly. You were going to reach the dam originally, and then some other things happened.
We got waylaid.
I mean, the dam was with the gorillas. Just things didn't. This made more.
I liked
don't want
it.
to say this made more sense.
on the bright side, though,
That's
we
such a
didn't,
relative way to do
well,
it.
Go in
you
a
want
town.
to say it makes
Yeah.
more sense.
It would
Yeah.
have been much harder to fight Donkey Kong on top of that dam
It
in the
would've.
city.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did
Yes.
we rescue the blonde, by the way?
You did, and it. Yes, and she went back to her homely ways.
What's wrong with her face?
I put some of the gorilla makeup that I had on me on her just to help her out.
Actually, it turned out that she wasn't a real person. She was just a carving.
Background
that,
deco. Yeah.
that they had picked up somewhere, and people from the streets thought she was real.
Then I paint a smiley face on her
Yeah.
just for fun.
Let's see. Also, so, we're here every week. Journey Quest stuff's being sent out soon.
Whoop, whoop.
Matt, when's your next
He's
book?
ready.
I'm writing it now. I mean, not right now, but I'm in the process. That should be out in the summer, fall.
Sweet.
Will it have any rap battles in it?
God, I hope not.
That was an epic one you dropped tonight, by
Yeah.
the way.
That was very good.
That was very
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me. I'm glad
awesome.
I had my notebook.
Yes.
All right.
Notebooks are important.
That they are, and the pen.
I look forward to sitting at a table and having time to write stuff sometimes when other people are. Yeah, that'll be fun.
I've decided that this is my waffle notebook. This is where I just kind of keep them all. Because I never look at them again. And now I can
Now
someday.
you can. That makes sense.
Because somebody said that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
It is. It's
All right.
wise.
So this waffle was Magic the Gathering.
That's right.
This is my very...
That's what it was.
And I noticed that I've done a couple of Star Wars ones already. And Magic, I know, is also very popular. The kids are into it.
I believe in magic.
Right.
Magic.
So...
Yes, I believe it's magic.
instead of just writing about the whole game, I needed it to be short and sweet because I had 2 waffles to get out and I procrastinated.
No.
So this is a short and sweet song about a short and sweet deck of cards that is used to play Magic the Gathering. Just in case anyone thought I said dick just then, I did not. It was deck.
I heard
The second
deck.
time you said never mind.
I heard deck.
So rock.
Rock.
You challenge me, sir? My honor is besmirched. But soon, you will be scorched. If you think you can step to me, you are mistaken. Your path to hell is the shortest trip you've ever taken. You'll get fortunes, it's the only promise that I'm making. Cause on turn 5, I'll be frying you like pepper bacon. Legacy burn! Legacy burn!
like it.
Short and sweet.
I like it.
Like a good bird.
Like a good legacy burn deck.
And then you end it with picking up, what is it, Black Lotus, ripping it in half and walking away?
No, it's all red, buddy. It's all red, no monsters.
That's Chaos Orb.
And that's chaos.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I literally
It's the
never played the game.
greatest move ever.
I didn't.
The hand
watch
of
the
God you
best.
can use that way too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ice
I'll
Age!
just swing over here.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. I'm Emily. If you don't know me, I'm the community manager of Hyper RPG.
You manage us so well.
I do, thank you. I know, I just gave myself a compliment, but
I
feel
gave it
comfortable
to
with
you. Just agreed.
We all feel managed communally.
Thank you.
And well.
Okay, so 2 announcements. The first is that next week after Masters of the Metaverse, HeroClix is coming back for a limited run. So I just want to let you guys know that. I think it's 8 weeks. We're going to have some, 4 weeks of the DC packet and 4 weeks of the Marvel packet, and this is going to be sponsored by WizKids, so that is really awesome. The second is that after some great times and some awesome
Kill myself on these cords.
awesome stuff, QQ is deciding to move on.
Yep.
So her last day is going to be Thursday. So we just wanted to take a minute and let you guys know. Tell them about where you're going. It's exciting.
It is exciting. It's weird. I'm nervous, and oh my gosh. I am transitioning over to work on the university side at the University of Washington as a media supervisor.
So that's awesome.
So totally like in my wheelhouse, but totally out of my wheelhouse. It's like 50-50, and I have no clue what I'm doing for the most part,
That's
other
great.
than I'm working with what I know.
That's
Yeah.
excellent.
Yay, cute,
So
cute.
she's going on a new adventure.
But you're still gonna come and visit us all the time, right?
Of course.
If it helps,
Okay.
thank you.
And
we,
also,
we
I
have no
was-
idea what we're doing every week
Yeah.
over here.
I know where you guys are on Mondays.
Exactly.
I was a thumper before I was an employee in crew, and I will still continue to be a thumper afterwards. So I'll be around
QQ,
chat.
I just want to say thank you for all your sound wizardry. Your ability to time sounds at the perfect moment have led to many wonderful times in various RPGs.
Yeah.
Good luck with what you do next.
Aw.
Thank you, QQ, for leading to many wonderful times.
You take the seat of honor. All right, now's the time if you're going to send QQ a nice message to send QQ a nice message.
Or
Right.
also on Twitter. if
Or
you-
on Twitter, you know,
You don't have
etc., etc. But she's here till Thursday, doing some.
Aw.
We're gonna take her out after.
Yes, it's true.
I'll be around.
To
She'll be
a
around.
meal, not take her.
Not
No, we're not
take
gonna
her
take
out.
her out.
Not
If only
any
we
of
would have
them.
started this a few minutes ago, she could have run the last round.
Oh,
We would have been
yeah.
so much nicer to her.
Oh, but also I should announce who's taking over, and it's
right.
Mark, who
Yeah.
I have. So,
Yeah. Mark.
yeah.
Mark
been
is a
here since
good
day one.
Good egg.
example of making his way up the chain.
It's true. Did you just play yourself with an air horn?
He did.
he earned that for the right of the emergency
He did.
room in like
He
week
earned
3.
that.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, God.
he's already got that.
Mark, come here for just a hot second.
Just a hot
Oh,
one.
that's
though.
right.
Just a
That was
hot
him,
one.
wasn't it?
Hot
Yeah.
second.
Oh yeah.
A hot second.
Mark. Welcome.
Yay!
You're welcome. They've been training.
Yep.
Mark's been actually running the board for the last week.
Mark was actually running the whole entire show today.
Yeah.
Oh,
I might have like
pointed at things.
overstepped a bit.
Do you back?
I was like
We know
trying to
nothing
be on
about
the
that.
shot.
Were you managing his micros?
Yeah, it's been very interesting not being able to do stuff.
That's like GMing the show.
Yeah.
It looks like I have all this controlled.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
don't.
So anyway, we just wanted to take a minute, say thank you to QQ, welcome Mark aboard, and oh, Sarah?
No,
Are you
I was
saying
just
bye?
I was saying
I
welcome
thought
and bye and
welcome
hearts.
and bye.
I was
We love
being-
you. And, oh,
I was trying to be energetic.
yes, and thumpers are amazing.
That's what I was doing.
I think we should call it a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Let's call it a night.
Thanks so much,
Thanks, Jack.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Next week.
Lesson 3.